Well, okay, we were playing a couple of Koikimedia live and the Sunday broadcast. As we kickstart again, I say good evening and welcome to the 15th day of the month of September 2024. Let us continue to to discuss and continue the campaign and continue the awareness program as we have done in the past. If you're new to the platform, share the program and invite others to join as well. Yoruba Nation, the solution to the problems of the Yoruba people. And I've been still having some technical with one of my platforms. So let's kickstart. Please share the program, invite your friends and others to join as well. As we say here, there's only one solution, and that solution is for the Yoruba people to exit Nigeria. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, àtúnkí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ nílé àti èyí tó ń bẹ ní ìrìn àjò pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì náà tí a mọ̀ sí Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps, where we discuss Yoruba Nation and where we bring up to date, development and what is happening within and also outside Yoruba Nation. Most importantly, with the Biafra, which I'm going to be talking, it seems that the federal government has finally understand the fight that is going on in the southeast. So share the program and let us get more people in as well. If you're new to this platform and I want to invite others to join as well.
Lọ́dọ̀ kẹwàá oṣù kẹwàá sẹ́fẹ̀ gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ tó ń sọjọ́ ìbí ọmọ aládìgún lóye Sunday Adéyẹmọ májàsọ́lá àdìsá aka Ìgbòho Òòṣà nípa bí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ìfẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ àpapọ̀ Yorùbá àti gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ lábẹ́ ààrẹ wa ọmọọba Adédayọ̀ Fáládé àti igbákejì ààrẹ Mọ́kẹ́ndé Àbẹ̀bí tí ń ṣe ìrọ́kẹ̀kẹ̀ ìgbáradì ìbámu pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ àti ẹ̀mí ìforihàn àgbékalẹ̀ àyẹ́sí ọjọ́ ìbí Ìgbòho fún tọdún yìí pẹ̀lú àkọlé Dinner with Ìgbòho. Bákan náà làwọn ọmọ gba ọ̀pọ̀ ògbóni àgbáyé lálejò Tajudeen Ọlárẹ̀wájú Àjàlá láti wá ṣe àyẹ́sí fún olóyè Ìgbòho lọ́jọ́ náà tí ó wáyé nínú gbọ̀ngàn ńlá ní London Kensington 179-199 Holland Park Avenue London W11 United Kingdom bẹ̀rẹ̀ látago méje ìrọ̀lẹ́ ìfẹ̀lẹ́dàgọ́ méjìlá òru. Bákan náà láti kí wa kú ìmúrasílẹ̀ ìwọ́de làmìlaka tẹgbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ ènìyàn tí ó wáyé nílùú ọba 1 million rally in London lọ́jọ́ kejìlá oṣù kẹwàá ó jẹ́ ọjọ́ kẹtàdínlá pẹ̀lú Ìgbòho lẹ́yìn tọ́láyọmí Koikimedia nìkan lára rẹ̀ ó máa ṣàkóso rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀kan ọ̀jọ̀kan àwọn àlàkalẹ̀ ìrọ̀rùn nípa bá a ṣe máa fi ọkọ̀ àjàgbé ńlá ní London round bus gbé àwọn àgbààgbà àti àwọn abarapá gbogbo láti BBC in Oxford títí tí ìwádìí ó fi parí sí Paris Trafalgar Square bọ́wá di ọjọ́ kẹtàlá ọjọ́ kẹrin Dinner with Ìgbòho láwọn máa ṣàbẹ̀wò lọ sí ìlú Manchester gan fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí i tàbí láti dá sí ètò ìfọlọ́dúnrún ẹ lè pè tàbí kẹ́ WhatsApp Ọláyọmí Kóìkì lórí +447-594-050-979 yàtúbí lórí +447-570-320-030 Tóyìn Ọláoyè lórí +447-896-018-764 lápapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá àgbáyé pátápátá bí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ìfọlọ́dún àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ kí ọmọ aládìgún wípé ẹkú ọdún ẹkú ìyẹ̀dún a sì ń ṣàmọ́dún aṣàmọ́dún sẹ́ẹ̀mí ìtayàtọ̀mọ́ Yorùbá wọ́n mídíà ló kéde lórúkọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá.
Once again, good evening and welcome to the transmission. Having a bit of problem with my let's hope it's stable now. Okay, it looks like the YouTube here is giving us a problem. That means we might switch things around because one of the platforms is not setting. As we all been aware about the death of barrister Janet Fasak is no longer a breaking news. is now morning, and also to those that are probably trying to ask many questions. It's not about asking questions now. We just have to pray that the family and the souls of Janet Fashaki rest in perfect peace. That is all we can do. We're all gonna die one day. We only pray that death doesn't come. Okay, what's going on with our YouTube this evening? So let us pray for the family. That is the most important thing, and let's pray for the network of people that surround this beautiful soul that have passed on. That is all I can say. Well, I'm sure that she will be well missed, and a lot of people will remember her for the greatness she has done, even prior, before we know her in the movement, and after we all got to know her. So that will not stop the movement, and that must not hold us back. We must continue the fight. That's all I can say.
Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep. I was a lot of I want to massage it. It did the long getting out. I was a gully papa. Koikimedia, Koikimedia, Koikimedia. We bring you one closer to your doorstep. They never said waiting we got it for her. But in the book, for them to study. I said they never know waiting we got it for body. But in the book, for them to study. Okay, no, no, they won't know no love. Kàṣìṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, kàṣìṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa, kàjùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè tó dúdú àga. Odùduwà kò bá lè gbé wa, ọmọ Odùduwà sì kiri. Ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀, ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ dé. Ilẹ̀ ìlérí, àwa lè gba ògo ilẹ̀ wa. Kàṣìṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé. Adé adúláwọ̀, àwa ni ìmọ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri. Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ. Kásá, ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wà kájé kúgbà yín jẹ. À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń dásà lárugẹ. News and sports.
I'm gonna switch phones around. I'm having a problem with this phone. I'm gonna end this one. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá àtàkà. Àwùjádùn rẹ̀, ọmọ jẹ́ gbọ́nà rẹ̀ ni, ṣé iná máa fi dìbò ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa dé máa dé máa dé. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ o. Igbó máa wọ̀ sájòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ̀. Àjòjì tó bá wọ̀ bẹ̀ á tẹ̀lé ní bọ́ra. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ náwó òyìnbó tó dé. Ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o. Owó ṣọdẹ tún pọ̀ sí o. Koikimedia sáwà ní bàbá. Koikimedia. Sorry about that. We were having some technical glitch. I've been able to resolve the problem, and then we should kickstart in just about a few minutes. Moki, we will settle in and share the program and invite others. Life will continue. The movement will continue. And that is the message that we must understand. That is the greatness when you've done something, and when you're dead, you want people to remember you for the good cause. I'm sure I always tell you, there's no point fearing the death. It is just that everybody will die. We all have different timing that we're gonna die. But what you want to die for is that at this particular time, you want to be counted as somebody that would die, and then they will be remembering that baba enyoni. I think that is what's than dying and people curse you. I'm sure people like Obasanjo would die. Many people will curse him. Babangida would die. We will curse him. Tinubu will probably die. We're gonna curse him as well. But people like Janet Fasak can die. Everybody, I just received calls all over the world. The world is a big place, and that is not going to stop the movement. Need that movement to do. The fight continue. I'm sure that is what she wants. No. I'm sure she wants me to continue the fight till the last day that we will receive that nation. Rather than staying in the house and say, ìyá Janet Fashakin ti kú, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí o, kò ní sí program. No. Ìjà ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. Ìjà ó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ gidi. Because she wants us to fight. I know that. And I don't have to come and be telling you, private discussion that we have with some of because she's one of our leaders. Even though we might not mention her a lot, but she's one of a strong leader. All she wants now is for me to continue the fight. That's all. She's dead. She's gone. But she died for a good cause. She was not cool for a good cause. Or you want to die because of Tinubu. Tinubu himself is dying slowly. Bó ṣe ń jà jẹsára ló ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ ní St. Mary Hospital. So kí ló wá ń sọ? Ó kàn jẹ́ pé people like that, they don't die quickly because they are blood sucking people. Wọ́n ti mẹ̀jẹ̀ tó pọ̀. So mo fẹ́ kẹ́yìn ọmọ Yorùbá kẹ́ bara jẹ́. Let's keep the spirit. There's nothing called a bad news. It's just to tell us that we should be ready to die for the cause that we are also fighting. Many of you don't want to die. If you back country, tí bá béèrè pé èèyàn mélòó ló ready láti fi ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ lórí nǹkan tá a gbé dání, probably maybe 1%. But ẹ fẹ́ kí Igboho fẹ̀mí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀, àbí? Whatever the death of our beautiful mother, she died, peacefully. And I think that is the best death that we can think of. But she died for something she believed in. One bastard Yoruba people would die, they will not believe for Yoruba nation. Many of you were going to die. I'm blunt. Nigeria, because you don't believe in Yoruba nation. So why should I pity you if you die? If you die, you die. Better ku for something you. Showore, listen. He's ready. You think Showore is ready to die? Showore, I've spoken to him indirectly through a WhatsApp message. Showore ready láti kú bó ṣe wà yẹn. Ikú kan dẹ̀ nípa. Ó mọ̀ kó máa detain òun ní airport. Ó mọ̀ yẹn. Bó fẹ́ dá wàhálà lẹ̀. Gbogbo crisis tó bá dẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà lèmi dúró dè. Doesn't matter which is coming from the left, from the right. All I need is crisis. And that's why I'm going to be talking about the Biafra today. Especially in bomb bastard. Hey, you don't have anything to do with Biafra and you weary. Àwa nìkan ṣe pẹ̀lú Biafra. We have a lot to do with the Biafra. Don't come and tell me nonsense that Ojukwu, Awolowo. Can you come and pẹ̀lú Baba Awolowo àti kini? No, what we are saying is that those era is gone. We are now in a different era. Simon Ekpa fẹ́ bá Nigeria government jà. Ó wà important pé kí Koikimedia kó fún ní support. That's all you should be talking about. Wọ́n á sọ fún mi pé ẹ má bá Biafra ṣe. Àwọn olè ń bá sọ yẹn. Àwọn olè ń bá fẹ́ máa bá sọ jágbàjàgbà yẹn. Ẹ má bá Biafra ṣe. Ẹ lè dá ṣe fúnra yín ni. Owó ni ẹ ní. I received a call from Australia. Lára àwọn Yoruba nation mothers wa that also had the death of this beautiful soul. I will just call her beautiful soul. And she was telling me pé Koiki December ẹ máa le gan ọmọ ní kílẹ̀ ẹgbọ́n mọ́ mi. Wọ́n náà àwọn Biafra tó wà ní wọ́n ní wọ́n dá $50,000 àwọn Biafra tó wà ní Australia. Ẹ máa rò pé rẹ́ nìkan tó ń bọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Ṣèrè. Ẹ máa rò pé rẹ́ ni. Gbogbo tó máa ba Nàìjíríà jẹ́ lèmi ń gbàdúrà pé kí Nàìjíríà kò fọ́ dànù Nàìjíríà fòṣìwò. Many of you are dying every day. And die for something you believe in. Ìyẹn gangan ni la máa dúpẹ́ pé o kú. Oye pé o kúkú tó ẹ èèyàn kan pè mí láti Òṣogbo ó náà máa jáde ní October 1st again mo ní mo sìn yín lọ mo ní but crisis la need need gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe go and end bad government mo ní crisis la need Tinubu lórí burúkú yẹn owó protest kó tó di pa bàtà fi pa tó sá lọ àwọn yẹn wá ń protest wọ́n ní kẹ́lẹ́ máa sanwó tí tẹ bá dé ṣùlẹ̀ tẹ dá crisis sílẹ̀ tẹ dá sùrùtù sílẹ̀ kò ní sọ́lọ́pàá kan tó máa mú yín lọ sí police station tẹ máa ní kẹ́ lọ wá 10 million bẹ́ẹ̀lì wa ọlọ́pàá gan máa sáré and that is exactly what is happening in Biafra land. ṣé ẹ fi pọ̀ lè mọ ọmọ Biafra nísìn ẹ fi pọ̀ ọlọ́pàá lè mọ ọmọ Biafra nísìn ní south east ní kan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní south east báyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká play anthem. So Mrs. Janet Fashakin did not die a death that we should be crying. She died as a warrior. In tó ń pè ní warrior ní kú tó kú yẹn. Akọni obìnrin. Do you know how many people will be calling her and be telling her, you're a barrister. Don't get yourself involved in Yoruba nation. You will lose your client base. And you lushi. Poor bastard Yoruba people. Do you know how much I lose me every day that I'm working for Yoruba people? Do you know how much I'm losing in terms of revenue? But I was at Peckham yesterday. They were asking me, what is it? What kilo wà in it for me? Àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ń bí mi. I'm sure they're probably watching me now. Mo kí Alhaji. Mo ti gbé kúrò níbi tó wà. Yes, we feel the pain of a soul, Barrister Janet Fashakin. But she wants me to continue the fight. That's what she wants me to do. She doesn't want me to go and be ó fẹ́ kí jáde kí máa gbóhùn sókè káriwo mi tún tajú ti tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ fi pé Janet Fashakin ó fẹ́ káwọn kú kí Koiki wá dákẹ́ ni. No, Koiki máa gbóhùn lọ sókè pé mo fẹ́ máa gbóhùn ẹ níbikíbi tí bá wà báyìí nísìn àwọn èmi kò sẹ́ni kankan tó lọ sọ́run tó dé rí ẹ máa fún wa ní kinní kankan. A soul is gone to wherever that soul will be, and I'm sure the family will give birth to another soul that will represent her. Kòsìyàn dáadáa ni. Wọ́n bí mi pé Koiki, what is the need for you in Yoruba nation? Mo ní orúkọ ni. Mo fẹ́ orúkọ mi ò tí lọ all over the world tó. Mo fẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ pé orúkọ Koiki gangan eléyìí gangan ó máa lọ round the world. Bó dẹ̀ ṣe máa rí nìyẹn. Stand shoulder to shoulder with Igboho. A fẹ́ ṣe rally dé sìn àwọn kan tó máa náà wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ní London. A ní kẹ́ tètè ṣiṣẹ́ kẹ́ gbẹ́ extra hours yẹn nísìn kẹ́ fijọ́ yẹn sílẹ̀ ká jáde kí UK mọ̀ pé yes lóòótọ́ la fẹ́ jáde fún Yorùbá nation. Peacefully, I've written to the police this morning as well. Because they sent me an email. And I've given them all more information. Àwọn èèyàn ti ra ticket tó ń bọ̀ láti America. Àwa wà ní UK. So yẹ káwọn àlejò wa dé bá wa ká má wà nínú rally. Ká sọ pé torí pé a fẹ́ Tinubu. Ta ló fẹ́ràn Tinubu? A fẹ́ràn Tinubu bọ̀ lórí burúkú ni bomb bastard ni òun ni kò fẹ́ràn rẹ̀. Ó ń pẹ́ kọ́ tó padànù sọ̀hún. Àwa fẹ́ràn Tinubu náà. Yorùbá fẹ́ràn Tinubu ni. We love Tinubu but he doesn't love himself. So we don't care whatever happened to him. So when people are asking, what is the need for you, Koikimedia? Orúkọ mi ni. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọba. Ẹ̀yin orí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ bàbá Olówó. Iṣẹ́ ọlọ́ṣẹ́ nísìn. Do you know that Femi Kuti will be playing at Coco? One of the most iconic ó wà ní Camden, Coco. Ó máa play níbẹ̀ ní November 17. Orúkọ bàbá ló fi ń jẹun. Femi Kuti àti Seun Kuti rather. November 17, £30 per ticket. Téèyàn bí 500 bá wọlé irú ìtẹ́mi tẹ́ máa ní kẹ́ dáwó fún mi tẹ́ dáwó irú òun ní so guarantee pé ibẹ̀ máa wà fully booked. Àwa ṣeré nísìn people like that that's not gonna ask for Yoruba nation. ìyẹn ni kò ṣe wà interested lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba nation. Kí ló kàn pẹ̀lú Yoruba nation? He can travel to UK, he's doing very well, he's making money, but bàbá ẹ̀ orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló fi ń jẹun. Ìyẹn Seun Kuti yẹn orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ Fẹlá Aníkúlápó Kuti orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló ń gbogbo wọn fi ń jẹun. Àwọn náà dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ pẹ́ àwọn ọmọ ta bí àwọn náà máa jẹ́ pẹ́ àwọn ọmọ tí náà máa jẹ́ pẹ́ torí a máa gba Yorùbá country tó bá wọn Nàìjíríà kó wà destroy I don't care àní ó ń pààyàn lẹ́kún kó wà destroy lèmi fẹ́ I don't pray for Nigeria to have peace kò ní sí peace ní Nigeria and the Biafra will start. Ẹni tó bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ for a very long time ìyá yẹn pè mí láti Australia ó ní Koiki wọn náà fẹ́ lọ́lé ní December wọn ní àwọn ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti lọ́lé ní December wọn ní because n táwọn Biafra fẹ́ ṣe ní December ó máa le ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ ẹ máa sọ pé they play ẹ̀yin wèrè ẹ̀yin bomb bastard they say Biafra they play wọn náà wọ́n dá àwọn tọ́jọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn náà dá $50,000 $70,000 lórí ọ̀rọ̀ movement àwọn máa ní ká dáwó nísìnyí àmà yín mú sókè mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí ìjókòó so ìyàwó jẹ́ ẹ̀rọ Fasak ọ̀rẹ́ káwọn kú káwọn kí wọ́n jókòó kí wọ́n máa pẹ́pẹ́ no. She wants us to continue the movement and I think that's going to be the best thing we can give her. Ká gba Yorùbá nation, ká gbé èrè màmá yẹn, ká gbé èrè tó dáa, ká máa fi rántí gbogbo àwọn tó ti kú. That is what we can do and we need it quickly. Prophet Kolios pè mí lẹ́ni, wọ́n ní tá a bá jà á lọ anywhere. Prophet ẹni Ọlọ́run sọ fún mi pé Koiki tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti jà, the audio is there. Ó wà lórí fóònù mi. Wòlíì ni àwọn White Garment Church ní bàbá yẹn, ó wà ní Ìbàdàn. Ó ní a máa jà ní òun náà rẹ́dì láti gbé ìbọn ká fi jà ìwọ wọn sọ pé àníjà ó fi gba Yorùbá nation ṣé wọ́n ń ta Yorùbá nation lórí ní lójú ẹlẹ́gbàá ni you think they are selling Yorùbá nation in the market they are not selling Yorùbá nation nobody is gonna sell it to you. Mo kí mọ́mí wa tó pè mí láti Australia she raised the spirit up when she was telling me about Biafra mo tún wọ́n pé ìyá èyí máa tún ní network ìjẹ́mi gan lọ èmi gan tí mo ní mo mọ Simon Ekpa. Some of the things that she was telling me, I can't reveal it on the social media. Like Australia ni mo ń sọ. Australia night ni mama yẹn ṣe. She spoke to me about 3 hours ago. She was getting ready to go to work. Wọ́n náà wọn Biafra and that $50,000-$70,000 àwọn tó wà Australia. And she was giving me some other information because ó dà ń pa àwọn Biafra kankan tó wà níbẹ̀ yẹn bí àwọn yẹn wà ní government wọn. So many things she was telling me, I can't tell you. So they say the Biafra cannot do anything. They will shut down Nigeria in December. They will shut down Nigeria in December. Heaven is not going to fall. Heaven ò ní sọ̀kalẹ̀. The world is not going to shut down. Mama Janet Fashakin has gone. The world is not ending. The world continue. Do you know how many people will be dying today? The world continue. So don't say that nothing is going to happen. Because sin continue military lè and that's what I'm going to be discussing because the military is already crying. Àwa ń dúpẹ́ fún Biafra pé wọ́n tẹ̀ pa ọmọ Yorùbá yẹn dànù. Military sọ pé he is an ex-military man. Olóyè ti kí Prime Minister Biafra ẹ̀yìn ọ̀gbọ́n ni ó ti kí. But thank you Simon Ekpa for releasing that Yoruba man. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní military ẹ kọ̀ kú tú ẹ má tètè mọ́ tẹ́ máa ṣe. Let them continue to send you to Biafra land. Dead body yín lọ́ máa kó wá padà fún wa. Bomb bastard. Bí ẹ rò pé ní gbogbo tí gbogbo tó wà ń ṣe ẹ rò pé social media play là ń ṣe ni. Some people are ready to commit everything into this movement. Orílẹ̀-èdè kàgbéga 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 ìgbàgbọ́ bàtì bẹ̀rù kàṣiṣẹ́ 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 ìṣọ̀kan àtọ̀nìyàn ní kẹjẹ tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà ọmọ Odùduwà bí bọ́ sí ipò ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀ àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo, I say welcome to the Sunday broadcast that was not meant not to come in at all. I've just been busy since morning. And I've just completed some of the if you want a peaceful home, if you want to have a settled home with your wife, your girlfriend, this is not Nigeria, okay? You would all balance the house. My ọmọ mi ló ń kaṣọ níbẹ̀ yẹn. Èmi náà ti ṣe tèmi, ìyàwó mi ti play role ẹ̀, olúkálùkù ti play role ẹ̀. That is the only way you can have a peaceful home. If not, ṣẹlẹ̀ ìtẹ̀ ṣe ń dé, you expect your wife that has gone to do 12-hour shift to come back home and then deal with other problems. Ẹ máa làgò mọ́ra yín lórí gbẹ̀yìn ni. You can do all that nonsense in Nigeria because Nigeria gbàgbàkúgbà. That's why it's not a country. But when you live in Europe, in the Western world, and you want a home to settle, just play your part as husband, as boyfriend, as partners. Because oríṣiríṣi ni different categories of people that live abroad. Don't let any of your friends say, èmi ò lè gbà yẹn fún ìyàwó mi mọ̀ nígbà yẹn. Ẹ máa padà pín náà ẹ máa jà nígbẹ̀yìn. So just play your part so that you can have a peaceful home. It's just an advice. You don't have to take it, okay? I am not your marriage counseling. I am just telling you. So I'd rather first resolve whatever needs to be done in the house, my own duty. Mo lè nítorí pé mo ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. When I have things to be done in the house, not that they will not ask me not to do what I'm going to do, but I thought, better kí mú yẹn kúrò so that kí a lè fi ní àǹfààní àti tún lè ráyè sọ̀rọ̀ so that èmi gan ni my brain mi ò ní máa take mo dẹ̀ ṣe ní kankan tí mo dẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe o, because sometimes your brain will be going there and you will not focus here. And my focus now is that Janet Fashakin wants me to continue the Yoruba nation struggle. That's all. She doesn't want me to go and be telling you, oh, Yoruba nation, hey, ká máa sunkún. No. It's painful. It's bitter. She's a sweet soul, but she wants us to continue the movement. That's all I can say. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And I think the movement is not going to end because of her death. Rather, the movement should be stronger. And that should tell you and me, especially found to close more people like us. I'm sure, Igbowo Day group, I mean, I left the group because they wanted to hack it. And the person keep tagging me each time they were posting the message. This was about 2 weeks ago. And I sent her a message. She didn't reply. So maybe that was when, I don't know. I don't have any, don't ask me what killed her, okay? Because stupid people will be asking stupid questions. She's dead. She's gone. We pray for her. Pray for the family. That's all we. Hey, cool. Kilo pa. Oh, hey, kilo kon wo pẹ̀lú ikú tó pa wọ́n. You don't need all that. A soul has gone. Let's pray for that soul. That's all. Kilo fẹ́ mọ ikú tó pa wọ́n fún. Ṣé o jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí family wọn ni? Irú àwọn Babangida bá kú nísìn a lè máa bèrè pé irú kú wo ló pa, ṣé mọ́tò accident ló pa dànù ni àbí ẹsẹ̀ tó ń dùn tó ní tó fi pa délé gíwá gbogbo àìsàn pátápátá ló máa ṣe Babangida tó máa fi kó dẹ̀ ní kú bọ̀rọ̀. People like that are not gonna die. Don't expect Obasanjo to die anytime soon. Don't expect these people to die. But what we can do is we need to kill Nigeria. Kill Nigeria so that Nigeria doesn't, we need to kill it finally, whatever that means to you. Kill it completely. And stop getting that fear in your heart. No, it's not because of that. Let's kill this country completely. You think the West cares about what... Look, the West doesn't care about you. I live with them. Wọ́n láàánú yín, àwọn òyìnbó ìwọ́ láàánú gbogbo wa. Gbogbo wa pátápátá. Àtẹni tó níwèé, àtẹni tó níwèé, kò sẹ́ni kankan tó láàánú. A country that like Nigeria, Britain has to fún gbogbo respect, but our Lord disrespected you nílùú yìí. And I pity a lot of Nigerians that are still thinking, they are smart because of their Britishness. Yes, we got to engage them. That's exactly what we're going to do on the 12th of October. We're not going to be carrying arms. No, we're going to carry banner. The police asked me, what are the names of what kind of banners they write. I've given them all the details. There are surprises on the day. I won't tell you, but I've told the police. Banner rẹpẹtẹ ti jáde. Ẹni tó bá miss October 12, history ò ní rántí yín mọ́. I'm not joking. If you live in this country and you àfẹni tó bá jẹ́ pé wà sensitive, the reason why you can't come down. Regardless of whether you are PDP, AAC, everybody must come because Nigeria is bleeding right now. It's a country that is bleeding. And many people are dying for the negligence of the evil system that was created in 1914. Simon Ekpa live in Canada Town Hall. On raise owó káàkiri. Àní ìyá tó pè mí láti Australia. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ fún mi, èmi kan tún mọ̀ pé, but àyà tèmi ò lè já. If you're in this movement, there's nothing to be called fear. Yes, people will die. You move on. You pray for that soul, you move on. Ojú ogun la wà. Ẹni tó bá wà lójú ogun ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa bẹ̀rù pé kíní kan wíyá ìyẹn kan pè mí láàárọ̀ ó ní kí n fún òun lówó skul mo ní owó skul kọ́lẹ́ kí gbogbo àmà wá mọ́ nísìn ní Nàìjíríà owó ta ṣe fẹ́ ṣe kí ni ta ṣe fẹ́ dúró bí ọkùnrin skul wo lẹ́ ń lọ. I pity a lot of you that keep saying that you want to keep sending your children to school. What school? Ọ̀rọ̀ school kan ló kàn mọ́ nísìn. Nigeria is at war right now. A wà lójú ogun. Have you not watched the video of the man that was kidnapped in 2014? A teacher ní Sambisa. So that means Sambisa is a country of its own. Don't parọ́ fún wa pé bí forest ni. I pity the stupid bomb bastard Yoruba. Ẹ̀yin gangan ni mo ní bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀yin gangan ni mo ní bá sọ̀rọ̀. Because ẹ̀yin lọ máa lè. You are talking about school. Which school are you going again? I say the country is bleeding in every part of the country. Ẹ̀rọ ọmọ lọ sí school. Tẹ́ bá ṣe tán ní ẹ fẹ́ ká máa fún yín lówó school. Oh, I will give you 100,000 to send your children to school that I don't know whether they will be kidnapped, whether they will die because the ceiling. Did you not see what happened in state wo ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ lánàá? When the school, I'm sure that building should have been brought down and cut to Sibe, but they refused to. What state was it yesterday? Where there was a school collapse. I think it was a university. Let me go to Linda Cage. I'll find it quickly. Anonymous, saw you. A country that is bleeding on a daily basis, you are talking about, what you should be talking about is how are you going to survive when the real problem kicks in fully, because the Nigerian government has now confirmed officially that they are fighting the Biafra. Wọ́n confirm ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n parọ́ fún gbogbo èèyàn. They are now begging the international community to talk to Simon Ekpa. I won't be mentioning names, but I can read some of your comments later on. RIP to Mama Janet Fashakin. There's no doubt about it, but she wants us to continue the fight. Some of you cannot even share program. Share, you can't share. That is how they've. I was listening to Egbon Dele Farotimi. He did his Sunday broadcast 34 minutes. Very powerful. And I think the headline or the title of the, was because I don't want this to interrupt me. The title was Otigbelo. No, let's Bamu Layo, the feudalization of Yoruba nation. I don't know what it means by the feudalization, but I listened to it. Very powerful. Okay, so that everybody can listen, I'll play from this end. Share the program. You can't share. That my face there for the camera. Why you dey fear? Now my face there for camera. You know fit share. That's why I love the Biafra. That's why there's no day you will go to Twitter. Now I want to hold the Twitter. Even as the Yoruba people, they bash them every day. There's a particular bomb bastard Yoruba guy. Some of you will run away when the fight starts. Because the government is already now begging the international community to hold Simon Ekpa for what he's doing in the Southeast. And then Gbawale share. And you never worry nípa pé àwa if you do me no one money. I love UK because UK has given me the freedom to communicate, even if Nigeria doesn't give us that kind of freedom. But don't worry. That freedom, you only just share. They're not looking for you. Look at what less than 100 people were ready to do at the Muritala Mohammed Airport. They could burn it down today. I don't think some of you know that if Showore was held longer than what, they could burn down Muritala Mohammed Airport today. I could hear it. I could feel the energy. Right, I was following the program on the TikTok. Just 100 people. They knew that they had to release him, even if they have to go and capture him again in the middle of the night. But what airport. That is what we are saying. You need that kind of spirit. The spirit of you can do it, not the spirit of I know if you do amo. I see woman for the day for today where they will go follow Showore. Àwọn obìnrin wọ́n jáde ẹ wá ní ìyá Jennifer no ìyá yẹn ò kú ó ní ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé go on because that is the spirit of we can do it and nobody is coming to share anything with you and save your lives. Don't expect America has bundle of problems they're dealing with. They're dealing with whether Russia will fire that nuclear weapon or not. UK is probably going into recession. They're scared. So they need Nigeria and other countries to sustain this economy. But we must not give them the room. It's either they de-amalgamate Nigeria or we kill Nigeria. Or if it's not been dead already, it just needs to be buried. We need to bury that nonsense country where everybody's bleeding. We are outside the country, we are bleeding. You are inside the country, you are bleeding. Every single one of us is bleeding in that nonsense, crazy country. And you want us to maintain peace. What kind of peace? The only peace now is for Tinubu to call everybody and decide whether we still want to remain one. Not force people to remain one. It will be blood of rivers. Blood must flow everywhere. I've told you 1 million Yoruba people will die before we get Yoruba nation. Whether you like it or not. 1 million Yoruba people will die. Whether you like it or not. Oh, Loshito say, yeah, shut up. Nothing going to happen. Mewa go happen because you will die of hunger in your house. Ebi a ma pa yin te ma fi kú sínú ilé kò sí ade kódà wọ́n ní lè gbé body yín because a ti decay sínú ilé. Àwọn èèyàn ma sá kúrò ládùúgbò yẹn. Somebody was telling me there's blood money in Nigeria. I said there's been blood money in Nigeria for a long time. It's just that we didn't know that. Social media was able to now tell us that people were killing people to make money. I don't know whether it was a real money for them, but we know it's blood money. Share the program anyway if you can. So yesterday, as usual, there was death right at the, I want to say what university was it again. It was yesterday. Somewhere in Edo or somewhere around that side. I can't remember. Either Edo, one of the university, or no, it's not Abia. I'm sure they knew that that building should have been brought flattened and built a standard one. But they're not going to build it when they're stealing money that is meant for the public. And bastard people, they still want to go and vote, PDP and APC, in Edo. All these criminal, Olumide Akpata, all these criminal bomb bastard, they call themselves lawyers. They know that Edo, yes, in Edo State, they know that nothing is going to come out of Edo. They just want to speak off now. Olumide Akpata was a former NBA president or whatever nonsense they call themselves. They know that the constitution is a fraud. Eshegoni Momsi, it was in Edo State. Thank you so much, Jack Freeman. Bleeding of no justice, no safety. Most of you in Nigeria, you'll be wondering what is going on. How many people remember this, our brother, the custom guy? Let me go back to that one before I play Egbondele Farotimi. Talorati Bobo, that man that Shegun the custom, the one that says, what in Jepolo they're stealing, I can't allow them to keep taking crude oil or petrol right from Nigeria to Cameroon. How many people remember that man? You don't remember him anymore. Okay. I have a sad news for you coming from him. A very, very sad news. I spoke to him yesterday. He's not dead because that's probably maybe someone, but his elder brother is dead. Money in Nigeria. Not that people don't die here every day. I was watching a video. I post things like that now because sometimes stupid Nigerians and stupid bomb bastard Yoruba people will tell me, oh, why are you showing us something? Is it not just for Yoruba Nation? Did I tell you my platform is only for Yoruba Nation? Idiot. It's meant for everybody. It's an international platform. So yesterday there were some young youths, with wielding knife, want to kill themselves. If they die here, we bury them. Knife crime is on the rise again. But I am not talking about that. I'm talking about your country called Nigeria. Shun Custom. Let me pick the article from Koikimedia. We keep telling you, continue to follow us, especially on Twitter, which is X. That is the only updated every seconds platform. All this Facebook, when I'm not live, you don't know what is going on. It's only when I'm live that you know what is going on. But before I read the article, he sent me a voice. Mr. Koiki Otutu Sheleo. 8 people died trying to cross the channel today, or probably yesterday. People die every day. So when he called me with the voice note, I couldn't understand the audio. Not that I didn't know what was inside, but it was like, another, like, what is going on? Thank you so much, Gate of the Terrorist Ministry. They're watching me all the way from Delta State. Those ones, they're preparing their mind for whatever the outcome come up this year. Nigeria should be hot so that everybody can go. Thank you so much all the way from Delta. And those of you watching me from the northern part of Nigeria. So Shegun the Custom, I'm sure most of you remember that video. That video went viral. Till date, it has not been the case has not been resolved. You'll be surprised. Even though government have changed, they are still trying to, to bring him down. So the case is not yet resolved. So anyway, we spoke yesterday. And he told me how someone disturb me. How somebody came to stab the brother in the hotel that the brother owned. Come on. Nigeria, everywhere is bleeding. So we spoke. I called him. We can look Shelley. You know, you will be asking yourself when things go wrong, like, what kind of country is this? Not that things don't go wrong. Look, America, they use gunshot is going on almost every second in America. I hope I'm right in my statistics. So death around the world happens. But what we are saying is that the way the one in Nigeria happened, you'll be asking yourself, she country ni country, sir. The brother that owns the hotel, the man that funded the family and even Shegun when he had the problem. He was killed on the 11th of September this month, just last week, Tuesday. Somebody just came and stabbed the brother. Mwani Kilole fa. Is there like, maybe there's a dealings, we know all these things happen. Maybe there's a cocaine between them. We don't know. Maybe there's a drug. Look, a lot of shit happen around the world today. We are living in a world where, a lot of things happen. But as usual, they need my platform to help them now to look for the criminal. If you go on my platform now on Koikimedia, internationalnews.com, and if you have been following me on Twitter, you would have picked the news and other platforms as well. So let me read it to you, but I've just told you because I told my team to call him and have an interview with him, that I will then talk about it a little bit on the program. Not a little bit, but to highlight it. What I'm trying to say is that, look, yes, the killer has run away. But are we going to find the killer? That is the question. Because even here in the UK, a death of anybody, we must find the killer. That is the difference. So not that death doesn't happen in UK, in Europe, but we must find the person that commits that crime. That is the difference. But in Nigeria today, this guy could be living now in somewhere in Benin Republic. He could be gone to Ghana and allow Yoruba Kategun Fesile die Atuwa Padawa. Because what I'm told that this is not the first time he has done such. How many people like that are living with you that are killers? You know them? So you think Yoruba nation is about Fulani alone? No, we got to deal with internal and external. You see why I say that everybody has to be fingerprinted? Well, you got to be fingerprinted because that is the only way we can resolve many crimes with technology. The headline says, hotel owner, which is Shun Custom elder brother. So we just say hotel owner for the headline. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ gangan ni mò ń sọ yìí o. Wọ́n ṣe pa níjọ́ Tuesday. Hotel owner stabbed to death by assassin in Nigeria, Ogun State. Tibatu saw Ogun State. You see, Wani Koiki, stop talking about Ogun State. Are you not Ogun State as well? Are you not Ogun State? Mo sọ fún yín pé Ogun State yẹn àmọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ síbẹ̀. So let me just leave it like that. Because it might look like I'm criticizing the state all the time, but we are just a journalist doing our job. And don't use my program to drink your hot chocolate. No, this is a serious conversation here. We're not talking about something that I want you to laugh. It is something that is serious. In tó ń dún àwọn kan ni mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ní platform mi. So don't take this platform as a joke. If you're looking for a platform to joke, you can find yourself in TikTok where they're showing their breasts and their nipples, and you can go and use that to relax. Hotel owner stabbed to death by assassin in Nigeria, Ogun State. The attack occurred at his hotel located at number 4 Isaleoro Street, Abule Ekun, near Giwa Okearo in Ogun State. Ogun State, Nigeria, in a shocking incident. Mr. Ishe Oluwa Owombo, the owner of Fisby Hotel and Suite, was stabbed to death at around 11:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, 11th of September 20. Today's 15, just 4 days ago. Let's even agree that, he was killed. But do you know that nobody can find out where this guy is now? Only one in Nigeria missing, but how are you going to know? There's no CCTV camera. Do you know that police can use CCTV camera from one point to go to the next point, to the next point, to the next point? Mmawa lórí program kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Hold on now. Hello? Yeah. Mmawa lórí program bye. Yeah. All right. I'm not being family come first. Get the YouTube back on here. I'm not being cock on wọlé fún mi ni. Even if death happened, how do you resolve it? And why justice for Mohbad? Have we found justice for Funsho Williams? Did we find justice for Belumi? How many of your people? The sound will come back. Omar Badawa. The sound will come back. The sound will come back. It might be no, because the call came in, the sound will definitely come back. It will come back. It will come back. Maybe come out of the broadcast and go back in. Eban sọ fún wa, Eban gbọ́ mi lórí Koikimedia. Eshigoni yawa awoni. Like I said, we are never tired. Myself and 25 of my strong team, including a lot of freelance. He can't pay me. He's en route to Ghana, wants to go to Togo, most often straight. Money, look, we don't have the fund. Maybe you should return back home to your base. But he's not listening. But he wants me to send money to him that I don't have. I told him today, I said, no way. Media has a role to play in society, especially in these, imperialist, globalist, IMF, World Bank, all this bomb bastard organization that continue to change the narrative on the Africans. We don't have the kind of money that they have to fight them in terms of media. Imagine if they move Koikimedia into Togo. And one more Yoruba wà ní Togo. Yes, we can create another kind of energy there. Go to Benin. We do the same thing. Go to Ghana. Back into Liberia. All this is fun. You told Nigeria going to reach Dele. I told him, no, I can't fund it. I don't have that fund to do what you plan to do in terms of going to engage people on Yoruba Nation. But that is the way it is meant to be. Why do you think that BBC is all over the world? So that they can manipulate and give us their own agenda, not our own true African agenda. They have BBC Africa, BBC Persian, BBC this, BBC that, and they are operating on a full scale, 24/7. So if you tell somebody in Yoruba land now, no, shut up, I just watch BBC Yoruba. Do you see their stupidity? And I live in the UK that I know that BBC, even Oyibo people know is a biased corporation. But an average Yoruba man will tell you, I just listen to BBC Yoruba and BBC Igbo and BBC Hausa. Even though we are the one funding it here. So let's go back to the story about this Shun Custom. When I say Shun Custom, is the only I wish I can find that video that went viral. Case yẹn wọ̀ tí resolve ẹ̀bí ṣe bá ń sọ̀rọ̀. He has not been put back to job, but he's still trying to clear his name. You think that I told you Tinubu is another bomb bastard. You will expect that Tinubu is a Yoruba man. We have a Yoruba custom. Yet a Yoruba man was saying that you are taking crude oil out of Nigeria. He stopped the tanker. You will expect that it should be the one that should give a better road, is it? That is what, if you say truth in Nigeria, they're not going to respect you. That's why people are corrupt. Ẹni tó sọ òtítọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn yẹbi yẹn lẹ́tẹ̀ fẹ́ pa olóyè Ìgbòho because olóyè dúró lórí òtítọ́. Adẹ́kọ̀ afẹ́rakù olóyè Ìgbòho ọlọ́ba ń dúró tì. I don't know who break the news to Baba Akintoye, but whoever did should have never done such. Àmín tó lọ break news yẹn fún Baba Akintoye pé Mama Janet Fashakin ti jáde láyé. I don't know this kind of people, Baba 89 years old. You just want to break that kind of news to him. Àwa gan tájọ́ ọmọdé gan orí bọ́ọ̀sì ni mo wà lánàá tó sọ fún mi. Mo ṣe ọkùnrin ni. If I was just literally leaving my house ni mo gbọ́ news yẹn, I will return back home and respect that dead. But I was already halfway, if not a little bit further, into southeast. But kí la fẹ́ ṣe àgbà fọlọ́run. So I don't know who told Baba Akintoye, but I can tell you that Baba Akintoye, I've heard about the death. But let's come back here. So Shun Custom, elder brother, was stabbed to death in Ogun State. I'm going to go to the Biafra in just 1 hour, in just 15 minutes. Like I said, America, they use gun to kill themselves every minute. No matter, but they will find out who the shooter was. That is my concern. That is why we need a Yoruba country that if you kill somebody, to back panyo, it doesn't matter. We will make sure that we find you. We want the technology is there. We will trace your line. We will trace the knife. Why do you think that everything has a code in this country? Every day we all buy something. Look, bikini ṣe kéré tó yìí, tí bá fi ham èèyàn, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká wá ham èèyàn. They will trace it back to the manufacturer that produced it. They will find out how many was produced, and it will take a lot of work. That is where people will. I don't know why some of you think that you will never get a job when we get Yoruba Nation. Some of you will be, will be forensic expert. Some of you will be all kind of manners of jobs in the crime, because crime will never stop, even in the Yoruba country. Even if you have the best country in the world, even though we know that there are countries around the world that their crime rate is very, very small, but the people that they bring in, that they got visa, they got so somebody will just leave their car with kokoro inside. That is where criminal mindset comes in, not the citizen. Why do you think that we can't go to the farm? We are not criminals that want to kill each other when we go to the farm. We just want to farm, make a good life, make a good living. But the people that are bringing their cows say, no, we're not going to allow you to go to farm. We're gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you. And we have a government that is meant to protect us, yet they are looking like that until they buy everybody. So why not then we should buy them back? Some no, we can't buy them. Oh, don't be talking like that. Oh, it's not good. Oh, so until they buy every one of you before you talk. You're stupid in it. Tabati ṣe ọlọ́pàá máa wá gbé wa. Then let's start the crisis so that you see the reason why that she's ọlọ́pàá wá gbé yín is because there is still a country that is standing. The day that there is no country standing, I told you that the Showore boys were ready to burn down the airport today. I can feel their energy. I could sense look, I sit here and I was examining a live TikTok that was going on. And I'm saying that if they don't release this guy, not that they cannot pick him again, but if they release it, they could burn that airport. Because the energy was rolling already. And these are just 100 people. And that's why I said to you, we don't need guns. We don't need bullets. All we need is give us 1 million people to march into Lagos State. We shut the whole place down. 1 million to go into Ogun State and 1 million to Oyo State. Those 3 states alone will shut down the rest of the network. Without no bullets. 1 million in Lagos State. Give us 1 million. 3 million people. But they're not ready. Like I said in the, with the people I went to see in Peckham yesterday. When Tinubu start distributing bread in 2027, bomb bastard Yoruba people will forget that they are hungry. Because Tinubu is going to bring money out. But we must not allow 2027, but not for me to come and say, go this is 2027 because you are all idiots. We told you no 2023 election. You told me shut up. We are not going to vote Peter Obi. He's an Igbo man. We are not going to vote Atiku. He's an Hausa man. Bomb bastard Yoruba people vote Tinubu is now killing you on a daily basis. So be it your death. And if you're still alive, you better fight and die for Yoruba nation. That is the best bet. Because if you die simple, because the road that they are meant to do, a container just fall on Oju Elegba on a daily basis and they can't find a solution to it, then you are dead and that is bye-bye to you. Okutwe. O better ko jà fún ìran nísìn so that kọ́ lè mọ̀ pé yes, ìwọ náà dúró. Why do you think that the America respect their soldiers every time? Because they fought and defend that land that you want to go and enjoy. And don't let anybody deceive you that abroad is not sweet. It's the sweetest place, but home, called Yoruba land, is far better. So let's go back to the story about Shun Custom brother that was killed just 4 days ago in Ogun State. Is it an inside job? Whatever it is, the criminal fled the scene because some people back him to flee the scene. That means pé àwọn criminal network ló wà ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́nìí. So as we are dealing with the criminal in the forest that are Fulanis, there's boku criminals that are Yorubas. Not that there are other indigenous that are not criminals, but I'm talking about pure criminal Yoruba people. Born bastard ìyẹn lè ṣe fẹ́ Yoruba country and you lòṣó lórí burúkú. Because you know that when we have a country, we will go after every one of you. The one that doesn't kill, we will reform you in the prison and we will send you out after you have learned your lesson. And if you commit crime, we will take you back again. But one thing we are saying is that nobody gives you freedom for free. You must be ready to fight to get that freedom. And don't think you're going to push Igboho. Oh, Igboho, yeah, oh, yeah. No. If Igboho see 500,000 Yoruba people in Lagos today, I will tell you Igboho will be in Lagos within 24 hours. But it's ready. I'm not talking about the true indigenous Yoruba people that are ready. I'm talking about the ones that are still waiting. Some of them are just waiting for Tinubu to give them some national cake. Let's eat the national cake together. So let's go back because of my time. The attack, like I said, took place in Ogun State. The tragic news was revealed by Mr. Shegun Owombo John, the custom guy, the younger brother of the deceased, in a statement to Koikimedia. I spoke to 2 of the family yesterday. My heart bleed with you, but I know that you will not get justice now. But those kind of cases, we will reveal each and every case after the dissolution of Nigeria. Many cases, we will. Ibi tó bá ti tẹ́ bá ń ṣe excavation ẹ fẹ́ kọ́lé ni ẹ pàdé egungun níbẹ̀ ni ẹ ní right láti touch ibẹ̀ yẹn mọ́. Government máa take over. A máa kọ́kọ́ kó forensic síbẹ̀. Àwa kó àwọn egungun yẹn a kó wọn lọ sí lab a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí analyze ẹ̀ ta ló pa wọ́n kí ló lè pa wọ́n. Every death that occurred, we must be able to find a solution to the last person. We must be able to find out who the person is. Yoruba ni, Igbo ni, anyone, anybody, because so many shallow graves across you know the whole country you call Nigeria. Shallow graves all over the place. Not dog they bury there. Human being they bury inside church, inside mosque, inside your home, inside your shop. Bury people all over the place. Human part, especially the Yoruba people, they're good at that one. Human part all over the place. So some of the bones, we will preserve them and we will do a lot of forensic analysis on them. Technology will tell us exactly when they die. Technology to koja anything. So let's come back quickly. According to Shun Custom, the perpetrator was identified as Ajibade Babajide Smile. He had visited the hotel premises and fatally stabbed his elder brother, Mr. Isheoluwa Owombo, that night on the 13th. I'm going to show his picture. I'm going to remove the picture of the person that killed, so that in case you better run away from this guy and report him quickly to the police, because he's a killer, serial killer, I'm told. That's why come back to Nigeria, serial killer all over the place, bomb bastard. So let me quickly give us the picture. Let's remove the Janet Fasak picture and bring you Mokibu Gbowode, Mokibaba Kitoye, Akwara Ferako. But I'm sure Janet Fasak doesn't want me to go and sleep. He wants us to continue the fight. that we are doing, which is called the Yoruba Nation. So the picture you're looking right now, Facebook, that is the criminal that killed somebody in Ogun State just this Wednesday. He has run away. He might be somewhere in Nigeria. You might even know him. If you want to see a better picture of him, go to my website, Koikimedia International News. Man said, well, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. This man might be the one that will kill the next person next to you. And there are many of them like that. Upon receiving the distress information, Mr. Segun rushed to the scene of the crime. He was joined by the divisional police officer from Ajiwon police station. Imagine if the police were equipped. They will narrow down quickly. Not that the police cannot do their job, but there's no facilities, there's no services to help them enhance the work that they will want to do. Together, they have now transported the body of the dead brother to a mortuary in Ajuwon in Ogun State. Mr. Segun further explained that his elder brother, Isheoluwa, had a history of helping this same person that killed him. Smile, financially and supporting him whenever he was in the need. He expressed his disbelief and shock over the violent attack as Isheoluwa had consistently shown his kindness to his eventually killer. And they say people that knows you are the one that will end up killing you. Adekunle Adeyemo, a close friend of the late brother, also spoke to Koikimedia about the unfortunate incident. He recounted that after Ajibade stabbed Isheoluwa, he immediately contacted Mr. Segun at around 2 a.m. to inform him of the situation. Together, they went to the police station where the crime and they summoned the DPO. Afterward, the body was being dumped to the mortuary. Further investigation had revealed that Ajibade, the criminal, has always have a disturbing history of violence. So you can see why when we say we want Yoruba Nation, people that are in violence will tell you, no, we don't want Yoruba Nation. Which kind of Yoruba Nation? What we want is we want to have a country where we can, intimidate. That's the right word I'm looking for. Thank you so much, brothers from the Biafra. I'm going to be talking about you guys now because it looks like the woto between the Biafra Liberation Army and the Nigerian military has gone to where the Nigerian military is now begging the international community to get hold of Simon Ekpa. I don't know how they plan to do that, but I don't think they understand that the international community is not as stupid as the Nigerian military, because they know the Nigerian military has committed a lot of genocide and has killed multiple innocent Biafrans that are just asking for their lives to be free from the bondage and the shackles of these British amalgamation. So that is about the family of Segun. Just like you might be wondering that we lost our sister in America, but we also lost a brother because ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Any death tó bá ti jẹ́ tọmọ Yorùbá náà ni. But ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ nísìn. So we are paying because our sister was involved. But I can tell you, even as you might not know, Shun Custom wants Yoruba Nation today. A lot of them. But can we just tell them, oh, leave the Nigerian military? Do you have the money to fund them? I laugh when people say go and get machinery. We don't need machinery. We have a lot of Yoruba people in the military. When we are ready to fund them, they will pull out of the Nigerian military and they'll come and work for us. You might say, but they can work for us for free. Well, I don't know about that. They will be telling you, no, they still need money to survive. But I know when the right time comes, a stupid Yoruba man will not go and fight the Biafra. They will kill them. Because the Biafra Liberation Army are not going to fight the Nigerian government in a conventional war. They will fight what they called a guerrilla warfare. So what I'm about to tell you now comes from the Vanguard newspaper, but let's first go to Simon Ekpa page on the Twitter. As I speak to you also, 281 prisoners have escaped because of the Borno flood that should have been avoided. Because I'm following Dambelo. Dambelo is one of these, movie skit guy that has been using his very powerful skill to tell us like a story of the criminal activities not just of Tinubu, but even from their own end as well. His name is Dambelo on Twitter, which is now called X. So maybe some of these criminals now, 281 inmates, they can't find them. They'll probably start coming to Yoruba land because it's a safe haven for them. They'll be driving Okada. And one day, you'll just say, Apoke aboya were ni, èmi ni mo ya were, èmi mo ọmọ Yoruba, olóṣèlú lórí burúkú. Akọ̀gùn ẹlẹ́wẹ̀ẹ́ ni, apáìdánù, òdòkú nìyẹn. Remember 2 years ago, that's how they killed the vice chairman of the Keke Napel. Somewhere, I can't remember, but it's in Lagos State. Ta ló rántí story yẹn? 2 years ago, December, the deputy chairman of Keke Napel, ọmọ Yorùbá tó ní ọmọ Hausa kan padànù. Bí Hausa ni, bí Fúlàní ni, gbogbo wọn àkókò mọ́ yàtọ̀. So these 281, all they need is just get on the Dangote truck to bring them to Lagos. It's a safe haven. If they can't get to Lagos, they'll first stop at Ondo. You will not know they are criminal now because no, look, they put the picture out. I can't even see nothing. No facial. I can't see them. How do you recognize that these are criminals? So I'm sure they probably just find some picture and put out to say, look, we are looking for them. Oh, if you find them and you say you are still in the country. Yes, people escape. Look, there was a guy that wanted to escape in the UK. Like I said, I'm not mentioning names, but we recognize every single one of you because of our time. But I'll, Maki will win that towards the end of the program because it's getting hot already in here. So let's go straight to the Simon Ekpa forced to say what he's saying regarding the Nigerian military. This is another one I'm watching right now. War Room Archive. Why do some countries allow cartel to exist? The guy walk on you live. I can retweet it. You can go and see it on my Twitter, and I can show you because Elon Musk give us the room to put so many things out. Right now, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, is on a Canada town hall meeting where they're having some engagement. But that is not what we're going to tell you. I just want to tell you about what he posted, and he's the good guy, okay? Regardless of whether anybody tell you he's not a good guy, he's a good guy. Because I know some of you always get ink when we talk about Biafra on this platform. So let's take you through to what he said on his page. This was 2 hours ago. The terrorists are now openly crying. The terrorists are openly crying. Have you now confirmed that we are not ESN? Àwọn kì í ṣe ESN. ESN was established by Nnamdi Kanu before Buhari kidnapped and renditioned him back. And I don't know what Tinubu is doing, holding on to Nnamdi Kanu, because it's just not going to help his situation. But Tinubu, from what Prophet Nasirullah just said, everybody will video, I have watched it. We should buckle up for a worst case scenario pẹ̀lú Tinubu. You don't have to believe in prophecy, but you can see what Tinubu is doing, dealing with everybody. Everybody's lamenting and complaining, even some APC, hardcore fans. 1906, that's 7 p.m. Bear with me, let me get this. Oi, man, what's going on? How are you? Okay? How was your outing? I'm on my program, okay? So, let's continue quickly. So, have you now confirmed that we are not ESN with a question mark? We are also not IPOB as an organization, but a government in exile, and a de facto government in the homeland tried to correct that too. So he's telling the Vanguard newspaper. The Nigerian army has strongly condemned the brutal treatment of innocent citizens, including retired ex-corporal Toriola Adewale, by the indigenous people of Biafra and the Biafra Liberation Army. But Simon Ekpa sọ fún wa pé àwọn kọ́ ni IPOB, àwọn ń ṣe IPOB wọ́n nísìn. They are now a government. You might be saying, but Koiki, stop being stupid. There's nothing called government in exile. It's because you are the one that is stupid. Go to your history and go and see how many countries today were also running a government in exile before they became a country. Simon Ekpa has done a lot of, in analysis of these. Countries upon countries that you are calling country today, all they've done is they are always also government in exile until they've now become a full-blown country. So let's go back to what the PM Simon Ekpa says. So the Nigerian army has strongly condemned. Look at a criminal military that does not respect you. Okay, you don't want Yoruba nation, you don't like Biafra, that's fine. But they killed you during the NSAS and Odigbo. And how many Nigerians have been massacred, killed by these same people, because when they put on this their camouflage, they think they are of top the heaven. Shout out to my brother Eitan Tose, is a media. That is why I'm giving him a special accolade. But we have to respect any media that we spot. The Nigerian army that killed 5 million Biafrans during the Civil War, and nobody has apologized till date. The British have not apologized for the slave trade that they did on every one of us. They are now calling the Biafra Liberation Army for maltreating Toriola Adewale. They even said that one no be soldier anymore, that it is an ex-corporal. Imagine they are denying their own. But already CSI Oloyegbowo has said thank yous already to Simon Ekpa. I'm trying to see if I can get that audio, but enter Koikimedia. Okay, let me do it this way. I can come from here. Came out to disturb it. So let me send it from here, because I forwarded it to Simon Ekpa yesterday. Yes, I have a direct access to your PM. So when you come here, especially you where you say, where is Igbowo? Be careful, because Igbowo and Simon Ekpa, they are one and one. They want the same thing. So don't come and be stupid yourself here, because your prime minister does not rubbish Igbowo. He knows where he stands. Hey, Igbowo is not doing Yoruba nation. Shut up your dirty stinking mouth. Idiot all over the place. And I'm talking to those idiots that doesn't understand how the game is going. And some of you will never even speak to Igbowo and Simon Ekpa direct, not to talk of your big man, whether they call our own Nnamdi Kanu, that I was involved in the meeting with the four of us rather, myself, Simon, Igbowo, and Nnamdi Kanu. So be careful when you come on this platform, or when you're typing your nonsense comment in our platform and say Igbowo is not doing Yoruba nation. Who told you that? Idiot. Yet Igbowo and your PM are in cordial relationship, and that for Yoruba people, if you want to kill yourself on that, I don't care. They are in cordial relationship. That's all I can tell you. No more details. And I know that you might be saying, Koiki, don't facilitate it. Yes, I am the one facilitating it, if that is what you want to hear. We will keep the Biafra until the total dissolution of Nigeria. And I'll continue to make sure I stand with Igbowo on that. So let me give you the message Igbowo sent to, your WhatsApp micro. To your WhatsApp micro. Okay, let's do it this way. I want to play the audio. So YouTube, I'm going to come out for a minute because I need to send the audio out. So let me go and look for that audio quickly. Because my phone is security. So it's asking me for some few things. So let me quickly do it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna go from Igbowo don't even send me another video. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, that's the audio. Let me send it to my studio line. So this is the direct message from CSI to the PM yesterday that we forwarded. So now let's come back out to the YouTube. Emma Bineta Valori YouTube. Sorry about that. I had to get some of the audio out. So now let me come here I've got the audio right now. So the military is denying their own that is an ex-corporal, but is not. I can tell you that, okay? But the Biafra government releasing, okay? I'm going to play CSI's voice. Simon Ekpa already posted it on his timeline yesterday. But as a spokesman for Igboho, mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́yìn ọmọ Yorùbá mọ̀ pé ìjà tó wà ńlẹ̀ ẹ lè dájà. I don't want to be hearing ẹ máa dájà. We need the two energy to shut down Nigeria together. But we are going to do it separately. And now come and tell me, hey, the Biafra are violent. You need violence to get out of Nigeria. Don't tell me about violence. The British were using violence on our life and took a lot of our slaves. I mean, our people are slaves. So don't come and tell me, what do you know about violence? No, the Biafra are too violent. Kí lẹ̀yin mọ̀ nípa violence. Wọ́n violent yín ni wọ́n fún yín ní visa. Wọ́n violent yín lẹ́dá America lọ fún yín níwèé. We are two separate entities, but we will work that energy to shut down Nigeria. That's all we need to know. They arrive their government, we will have our own government. Don't tell me about Biafra are violent people. Kí lẹ̀yin mọ̀ nípa violence. How many of you know what is meaning of violence? Do you know the British have violent me for 24 years of living in this country? 15 years they didn't give me my papers. You're telling me about violence. Kí lẹ̀yin mọ̀ nípa violence. Man say we don't want violence. Ẹ ṣe jàre yá wa. Don't talk about violence. Because the British were using gun and bullet and bombs, to raid every part of Africa and steal as much, and they've now called it Commonwealth bastard country 56. Yes, same freedom, but different ways. If they want to push in December, and we don't want to push in December, but we must be prepared to enter the crisis as well. That's all I can say. Come and tell me about violence. Biafrans are violent. Kí lẹ̀yin mọ̀ nípa violence. Is Tinubu not violent in every single one of us today? Ṣé Tinubu violent gbogbo wa that we cannot eat 3 square meals? Is that not a violence on the government of Nigeria, on the citizen? And we say we have a government that collects 700 million every month, and yet there's no security across the network. And you come and tell me about violence. Kí lẹ̀yin mọ̀ nípa violence. And nobody has the monopoly to violence. So let the Nigerian government continue to think that they were hiding it before. Now they've come out officially and say that, the international community, something is going on between us and Biafra. Call Simon Ekpa to order. So it is now you want them to call Simon Ekpa to order. It is not too late. Let Tinubu do the needful and allow the Biafra to go, and let Yoruba people remain in Nigeria. If that is what you want, and you're Yoruba, then so violent. Ká àkókò wà ní Nàìjíríà ká fi kí Tinubu jẹ́ káwọn Biafra máa lọ àbí tọ́ba dẹ̀ fi wá sọ́dọ̀ wa máa gba visa wọlé tọ́ba dẹ̀ ní the visa àní tó ń pè ní relationship. The British citizens don't need the visa to go to European countries, even though they've opted out, and they are crying today. They are crying. So let's listen to, this is the voice, okay, of Igboho giving. Why the Nigerian military are there? They are saying, I'll read what they wrote out in their statement. We are already saying to Simon Ekpa government, thank you for not killing this one. At least they could have taken him out. At least they release him back to his family. Say, military, all I can say to you is that you are still in service, because like I always say, Nigeria is still a country, but in the long run, it will no longer be one. So, if you're Bonshe, there's a lot of you that have escaped. I have a lot of, the Nigerian Yoruba that are currently out of the country. Some of them did not even retire. They did not resign. They just left with their family. And I'm in communication with them. But since then, shout out to you, Clement. Since you say you still want to be inside Nigeria as a military, and they are sending you down to that upside where they hot, I wish you the best of luck if you don't know what to do. So this is the message from our own CSI to Simon Ekpa yesterday.
Our Prime Minister of Biafra Liberation, thank you so much for my brother that you released today. I'm very appreciate you. God bless you. Then I use this opportunity to thank all the Biafra army for your support and cooperation, for the render you are doing for me every time, the render you are doing for all the Yoruba people. In fact, I don't know how to appreciate you, but God knows I'm very upset, and God bless you. God bless you. For the release of our brother, I'm very upset. God bless you. Thank you so much. Popularly known as Sunday Igboho.
Okay, I'm gonna play that one more time. Brother Ademola Murphy, so I want to support. Are you in London, sir, or Nigeria? There's 2 accounts, which is for Ifelodun. I can give you the Naira account if you're in Nigeria, or you can pay into the UK account, which I will call out later, or Tebak with me. If you don't have my number is in the public domain, but I can give it to you right now. It is +44, that's the studio line, +44 74 04 405917, or the other number. Don't call any of the number now. The only studio number is available, but don't call it, even the one I'm using now, because I'm using that one for my elite. I think if you comment and Mofinche backup YouTube, +44 75 94 05 09 79. We still need your support, especially for many of you, towards that. So when the Yoruba people, before going back to the article, are now saying don't have anything to do with the Biafra, it's like, okay, Naira account, Libya level, okay, so Erita see me, can you find in the Naira account? I'm not going to give you my personal account in Keba FPC, because we need the Naira. And after the rally and the whole event, we were not going to raise money for that purpose anymore. We are raising that money until the date of the event, and after that, okay. And for those of you who will say, oh, is it the YSDM? It's not. Look, YSDM has 92 organizations. If Felodun Apakpo, under their president, Omoba, are the one, Omoba Adebayo, Ati Kende Abebi, are the one pulling this together so that we can have it. Look, I am also preparing, some of my gadgets. My wife was watching me today, saying, I will show you, what I've got that I'm planning to wear on that day, because I got to make myself very, very comfortable. So while I'm going to play Igboho again, let me show you something that I plan to wear on that day as part of my own engagement as well. Because that day, now one day, so let's play Igboho again. Koiki, which kind of gadget you can?
Good evening, our Prime Minister of Biafra Liberation. Thank you so much for my brother that you released today. I'm very appreciate you. God bless you. Then I use this opportunity to thank all the Biafra army for your support and cooperation, for the render you are doing for me every time, the render you are doing for all the Yoruba people. In fact, I don't know how to appreciate you, but God knows I'm very upset, and God bless you. God bless you. For the release of our brother, I'm very upset. God bless you. Thank you so much. My name is Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho.
So if the one man that we love, Igboho, is saying to Biafra, thank you, that is part of why we say we need alliance. In alliance, we don't need to be part of their government. And this is just like a beginning. So imagine if this goes a bit bigger. Last week, we told you that Simon Ekpa gave an order that they will wipe off a whole community because of one Yoruba man. Some of you be asking, which kind of Yoruba man be that? It's because, and I can tell you that every dime of everything, I will not go into the details. In talk with alliance, so olóyè wa wà l'alliance ẹ̀yin kan máa ní no àfẹ́ ká jẹ́ Koiki àfẹ́ yí àfẹ́ kọ́kọ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú Biafra o ẹ lọ́ máa dá ṣe gbà yẹn ẹ lọ́ máa dá ṣe. So this is part of the gadget I will be using for the day during the rally. So this one will be right there. I will have all my other, so while this one is there recording, I will have my camera there, and Easy, my brother from Miami, will be helping out. My mom will be helping out. I've brought them their own, and because Koiki will be transmitting on different area of the day. So I've been spending money buying gadgets, and then later on I can send this to my team. I only found out about this as well, so I bought two. So it's a nice one. So the phone stays there. So it's about to go live. Lori lay by. I don't have to touch it anymore. So I have to now buy extra power bank. So my mom is going to hold one. She'll be transmitting for the day. Walata will be transmitting. And we still need a lot of volunteers for the day as well, because I've already told the police that we have enough volunteers. So we need volunteers for the day. We need a lot of volunteers, to come and help for the day, especially, for guiding the people as we go on the road. So this is just one out of, so you make things life easy for yourself. Nigeria, they're not making things easy for themselves. That is where we are today. So this is just one out of many gadgets, that we keep, buying to make the day a successful outing. So kolon ko mojoro lagbaro long. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ fẹ́ raṣọ, I'll be showing you that, but let's deal with the Biafra discussion for the next 30 minutes, and then we will come back to Yoruba Nation, and then I might open the phone line where we have conversation. So let's now go back to the article. So what the Nigerian army wants to do, this is what they want to do. Let me put it this way. Not just the Nigerian army, the divide and rule. Divide them. Don't let Biafra and Yoruba people come together. Let them continue to fight each other on the Twitter. Ṣépè fúnra wọn, Onyara, Onyoshi, Oloshi, ọmọ Igbo, olórí burúkú, ọmọ gbogbo yẹn ọ̀ràn àwa o. Gbogbo yẹn kò ràn àwa. We are not fighting the Biafra. Imba. We are not fighting them. Me and Oloye Igboho, we are not fighting them. And Baba Akintoye. Baba Akintoye held, an interview about a few weeks back or last month on the world media. We all saw it. All this divide and rule that Tinubu wants to play between us and the Biafra. I am not talking about that. All the Igbos are interested to have a country of their own. And I'm not talking about all the Yorubas wants to go as well. But the ones that wants to really go, everyone must say, come on, alliance. So ẹ fẹ́ kí Ìgbòho nìkan kó lọ máa front ẹ̀. Ṣé yóò mọ̀ pé bí Biafra bá ń dá wàhálà lẹ́ni ọ̀dọ̀ tí wọ́n lọ́hùn táwa náà ń push crisis nísàlẹ̀, then the country is gonna fall apart, and UN will have no other option. If the Nigerian army wants to be strong by using bomb and whatever, I don't know what's gonna happen, then the UN can bring in their own security force as well. So let's now go and read what the article is all about, because the Nigerian army is now begging the international community kó wá rescue àwọn lọ́wọ́ Simon Ekpa. Pé Simon Ekpa ń fojú àwọn rí nǹkan tí kò jẹ́ kójú àwọn rí. But what they are not telling us is about the Sambisa forest. If we have enough time, it's a 18 minutes. I will allow you to listen. Mo tẹ̀ mọ́ bí tí speaker mi wà. I will allow us to listen to this man that was kidnapped in 2014, that is telling us that Sambisa is not just a forest that we think. That Babangida fenced Sambisa. Do you know that? Have you ever heard that before? The man told us. I've already posted it on my timeline. It's not just only on YouTube. I can't post it on YouTube. That Babangida fenced Sambisa forest. You remember that it was during Babangida that they registered under the IOC, Islamic Organization, whatever. It was during Buhari. Yeah, it's a 17-minute video. You're right, Sonke. It is during Buhari that this Meyati Allah, I did a program about it. Meyati Allah was not a strong organization. They were not even involved in Nigeria. But all of a sudden, either Buhari or Babangida, I can't remember, it was between one of them. Ni Meyati Allah Diento strong. I'm talking about the same Meyati Allah that are threatening every one of us today. Share the program. You're not loving it and you're not liking it. Help us to share the program. We appreciate you all for spending your evening. Look, it could be anywhere. Okay, it was during Buhari. Eshegoni, brother, me, I really do it. And thank you so much, every single one of you. Mori Bubuyi. Let's crack on because of the time. And shout out to those of you that are listening to me on the Twitter space. I hope you're still there. Let's check. Oh, you're still there. Thank you so much. And we appreciate you all. Simon Ekpa. One name that is pulling Nigeria back left. Some say, oh, propaganda. Hey, this and that. Look, America used propaganda. Britain used propaganda. Everybody used propaganda. It's part of the war. They are lying. It's part of the war. Okay? The zoo must fall. You must use propaganda. You're fighting your enemy. You will tell them anything you want to tell them. Doesn't matter. They told us that, that Saddam Hussein will just fire that, How many of you remember that? They'll come and fire before you know, bagger everywhere. You don't kill that many people. We all now find out it was all bogus lies. Tony Blair lied under oath. So don't come and tell me about propaganda here. Don't come and tell me about violence. We use violence, we use negotiation, we need diplomacy, we need crisis, we need anarchy, we need every goddamn thing. We need financial, we need money. We need to intercept. And intercept whatever you can intercept. It's part of the war. So don't expect one normal war that will be fought with Nigerian army. No. Emma Bamoja ni gbogbo ọ̀nà tí wọ́n lè expect. During some previous war that we had, you cook àgbàdo àjẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ wá kú dànù. Ẹ̀dín àkàrà elépo fún wọn. Gbogbo alámọ̀ àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yẹn náà. Yes, Simon Ekpa is the nightmare of Nigeria and it must remain like that. Ẹ má bínú yẹn wá. Mo wà lórí program Alájà. Mo wà lórí program báyìí. Mo wà lórí program. Mo wà live báyìí. Ẹ má bínú yẹn wá. I have to come out again because if not the call will be disturbing us. So let's read quickly. And I hope you can still hear me and I hope my sound is still coming out. Yes, you're right, Clement. Propaganda. Yoruba man life was saved and the zoo army ran and cried to ICC. Do you understand that? They want the Nigerian army think that we are stupid. They had Igbowo's boys, but they didn't comment on Igbowo's boys. But they want to push everything on. What? She's okay. Igbowo to kiss Simon Ekpa. Maybe I should play it one more time. I don't think some of you understand the game. They're like, Igbowo release audio for the person where they release. You think the Nigerian army doesn't recognize Igbowo's voice? I'm just coming out to talk about it. But this has been going on since less than 24 hours. Simon Ekpa has already posted the audio because there's nothing secretive about it. Igbowo say thank you for releasing the Yoruba man. Asake TV show Moki. And we still need help for my sister. Rowo fun laptop. Kò dára ẹ jẹ́ ká support wọn. She has a PayPal account that we can just send that our little donation. And gbogbo bí tí gbogbo àti ń rówó owó ò ní tán níbẹ̀. So what the Nigerian army, and this is the man, let's listen to him. Imagine somebody wear this, they can't say, oh no, Nigerian army can't say, he's an ex-corporal. Because they probably thought he's dead. They didn't realize that, they're denying him. They didn't realize that the Biafra Liberation Army will release him as a gesture to Igbowo. Because Igbowo gonna release him. Maybe some of you don't know the game. But the Nigerian army had Igbowo spoke. But they are not talking about Igbowo. They are talking about Simon Ekpa. That Buratai that should be in ICC. Dead Buhari said, even if he's dead, we must take his dead body to go and, court case under international. So they are now crying that, these Yoruba people and Biafra, Igbowo is the fear of Igbowo is the end of Nigeria. Igbowo ko joko wo báyìí, he has nothing to say, he has no interference at all. But when things like this happen, he must respond because we have been given a good gesture by the government. They could have killed this guy. It's just a warning. that there's war going on in. Look, the war is not yet televised, but I can assure you it will be well televised more than the one in Biafra when they fought, because technology has changed. So asking international community to arrest Simon Ekpa is a waste of time. What we should be deliberating is how to end Nigeria so that there will be less casualties, because there will be casualties on both sides. There will be casualties. There's casualties going on between. Look, Ukraine is now penetrating more into Russia, and Russia is saying, hey, America and NATO, you are giving this guy long-range weapon. Hey, you are now making this war to escalate. You think that is not going to happen in Nigeria? Nobody will escape. That is why we are saying to Tinubu, you can still do the needful by letting us all sit together on the round table and dissolve Nigeria, de-amalgamate it. We don't need the West to come and talk to us. We just sit down, but we are not going to sit down in Nigeria. Nobody's sitting down anywhere in Nigeria. We will go to Qatar. Some people keep saying, Koiki, why Qatar? Because Qatar is still, a country that is finding solutions to problems. You think that, why you think they released this guy for Iba Gani Adams? No, they're not releasing for Iba Gani Adams because Simon Ekpa doesn't know Gani Adams. Because he knows that Gani Adams is not fighting for Yoruba nation, as far as he's concerned. So, let's listen to this man. Is your children, they're doing their own thing. I can't find my speaker. My son must have taken it. The audio would have come out a bit better. But you see, maybe it's in the room. Can you go and look at your brother's room if you can find my speaker? Thank you. So that the audio comes out properly. Shout out to every one of us, and good evening once again. It's a happy Sunday as usual. The Yoruba people lost. I believe the world media also have a. I don't even know if they've finished already, but they are meant to have something for Mrs. Janet Fasak. Let me see if they've started or they've not even completed already. She died as a warrior, and we will continue to remember her for a very long time. Yeah, the Yoruba world media, as I speak to you, they're live right now, doing their own thing. I'm doing my own thing as well. So let's just listen a little bit.
Kí ni wọ́n máa sọ lẹ́yìn wa ó kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o akọ àtìmọ́ra o torí pé ara ńlá lówó láàrin wa Ọlọ́run á lè dáwọ́ ibi dúró ní ọ̀nọ́rọ̀ púpọ̀ láti sọ mọ́ torí ọ̀rọ̀ màmá wa yìí ó dùn mí lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. ẹ ṣe àdúpẹ́ mo rí ṣe.
So these are just people appreciating, you can do the same thing. You can go and join them, and go and say your own little appreciation to Yawa Janet Fasak. But I'm sure what she wants us to do is to continue the fight, and nobody should relent. So, and we have a lot to cover. So let's listen to it like this, because like I said, I can't find the ISIN TV, Moria brother me. I don't know whether we can find a speaker. If not, we just manage it. Did you find the speaker? No. So anyway, we'll just leave it like that. But we've had the most important thing is we had the voice of Oloyegbowo. So for CSI to respond to this gesture, show something. Benny, may our soul rest in peace. Yawa Janet Fasak. So let me read the article so that we can have an understanding, a better understanding of what played out and what happened. Lenkan say, Aki Gbogbo Molebi Yawa Barrister Janet Fasak that passed on Friday rather. Obasanjo arrives in Minna to meet IBB and Abdul Salam. Same set of bastard people. Obasanjo, is going to meet IBB. It's just coming up. I just saw it now. And Abdul Salam. Gowon was in London last week. This week, celebrating his 90th birthday ahead in October. They went to a church. Gowon. All these criminals. I pity a lot of Yoruba people. Muke Icing TV. Muke and family. So let's move swiftly because of the time. If you want to go and listen to the program going on in the Yoruba World Media, I've just shared the link. If otherwise, if you want to stay here, or you can go and watch it back later. Beni Obasanjo Babawiri. So the tribute will continue, but like I said, Janet Fasak wants me to continue my warrior fight. That is the most important thing. She doesn't want me to say, oh, because she's dead, we have to now take it easy. No, we're not taking anything easy. The fight continues, and we will fight to the last and to the end. And that's exactly what we are doing. So let's move swiftly because I still want to cover Simon Ekpa is now giving the Nigerian government a tough time. So let's read the article. The army condemns IPOB savagery and calls for international action. Me, I'm a journalist, okay? So what I'm going to be explaining to us is from the journalism side of things. Do you think, I'm asking question now, and the line is open in case you want to also have something to say on this particular issue or maybe the death of Janet Fashakin. Do you think in Jerusalem the Nigerian army is calling the international community to come and put action on the issue of Simon Ekpa and his government? Because Simon Ekpa now is a government. It's no longer organization. So that means the Nigerian army is saying to me that, look, we now recognize either directly or indirectly that they have a government. So they're not reporting Simon Ekpa. They are reporting the whole government. So it is now government to government. So the Nigerian military say, look, international community, look, call Simon Ekpa government to order because he is kidnapping our people. He is destabilizing the southeast. He is doing this. He is doing that. He is bringing the economy down. Oh, but what are the demands of Simon Ekpa government so that they can stop this? Because the Nigerian military does not own the southeast. The Nigerian military cannot control the southeast anymore as they've done before. You know why? Because the government of Biafra has weapons just like any other government around the world. This one not be Koiki. No, this is not. They have guns. They have weapons. Just like Britain has weapons to defend their country against any invaders. They have. Look, if anything happened now, I was very close to the RAF. Within 3 minutes, the RAF is already on the air. It will shut down any aircraft if they can't listen to command. They will take it down because they cannot allow them to come and kill their people. So the Biafra Liberation Army is defending their people that say that they don't want Nigeria anymore against the Nigerian government. So it is government to government that is fighting, not Simon Ekpa. But Simon Ekpa is the head. So that the reason why they're calling Simon Ekpa is because they want to make Simon Ekpa the bad guy for me and you. Simon Ekpa is a bad guy. No, we're not going to listen to that. It is what the people want that Simon Ekpa is doing. Forget about the people that say, no, we don't want what Simon Ekpa wants. Those ones, they've eaten too much malu, cow. So their brain is no longer normal. Just reason say somewhat now recognizing Biafra government. More commented that. Let me bring my comment section here because it's getting interesting. I want you to understand the game that is playing. The Nigerian army now wants to play propaganda. They want to make Simon Ekpa look like a bad guy, even though the same Nigerian army that continue to kill innocent Nigeria, including those of you that disagree with us during the EndSARS. We were even part of the people that shouted that, look, Nigerian army, you can't be killing innocent Nigerians that were carrying the national flag and singing the national anthem, but you were all gunned down. Some people deny, even someone who denied that nobody was killed. Just reason say, somewhat now, they are recognizing the Biafra government, which is good for the peaceful dissolution of the federal government of Nigeria. Sonki said, what is the Nigerian army doing in another man's land? That one now, another question. I don't think some of you understand the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government. I don't think you know what they are playing at. They want the Nigerian army to fall into their trap, and that's exactly what they've been doing. So releasing this man, they could have killed him, but they don't want to kill him because there's what they called prisoner swap. Russia and Ukraine just swap prisoners. So the pointer is that they are holding some of them. I hope they're holding some, because you got to have that card. So the government will not release everybody. So this one where they release now, we don't even know how many one of them they have with them. So they will just say, okay, this one are Yoruba, let's give Igbowo this one. Because it is Igbowo they gave. But the Nigerian army is not talking about Igbowo. They are talking about Simon Ekpa. But it is Igbowo that Simon Ekpa is given to, even though we are not a government yet. But we are a movement. And as a movement, the Simon Ekpa recognized that movement, that it is a peaceful movement that doesn't need a bloodshed between us and them. I don't think some of you understand what's about to play out in the new generation of we, the people. And you'll be here telling me about Ojukwu and Awolowo. No, we are talking about Simon Ekpa, Koiki, Igbowo, Babakitoye. And as an independent media, this is how I am analyzing the situation, so that you can understand that the Nigerian army thought before, some 10 years ago, when the Biafra started their movement, that Izobu, they go, they take gun, they go, let them go and do now. They will also hear everywhere. It is getting interesting. The end of Nigeria is getting slowly. They don't need to come to Lagos and shut down Lagos. So some of you that keep saying, oh, Simon Ekpa, don't come to... What does it need to come and do in Lagos? Idiot. Kini Simon Ekpa for in Lagos State. He doesn't need Lagos State. He needs to control and defend his territory. Because coming to Lagos will stretch them too much. And I mean it. It will stretch them. Yes, we know that some people will say, Ojukwu was bringing the war down to Ore. They stop him. Simon Ekpa doesn't need to bring the war to the southwest. He needs to defend his own territory and shut down any aircraft that is on the air. Only that to shut it down. Mukia just reason. That is what Simon Ekpa government needs to do. That is why Simon Ekpa said they need more weapon. Weapon, I won't need the I won't need the kokon. All they need now is more weapon, anti-aircraft, the one that can bring down aircraft, because the Nigerian army will be using the air power, and they need to bring it down. By the time they shut down like 3 of their aircraft, the helicopter and the fighter jet, when they come down inside the forest, the next pilot will think about it twice before he flies over their airspace. So that is about what is happening. So yes, the sound now is you pay me, I pamu you. You pay me, I pay you. So Moki Alau Baba and Ogumola Abiodun, share the program if you have never listened to me on the Mixer Lab. You might not see me, but the sound is very crystal clear. It's the first time you're looking at me. This guy, the thing where you thought he says in a movie, you're mad. There's a movie going on between Ukraine and Russia. Every day they're showing it on Sky. Sky was given an exclusive access with all their recording being checked by the Israel IDF before they release it to the public. Come and see the damage that Israel have done. They are not using Bible. They are using weapons. Even as they were shooting the movie, not the movie, I mean, the entrance into Rafah, they had some sniper. Let's say Israel did not bring Bible out. They bring gun out. I was watching that at my mom's house yesterday. That is the first time that they've allowed international foreign journalists to go in, and even though they have to make sure that anything they're going to put on air, they have to check it first. So don't come and tell me about, do you think this is like a movie? Sudan, there's war going on there. The world itself is a crazy place. You fight and fight people so that you can be free. That's what they think we should do. But we can tell Tinubu that we don't need to fight each other. We don't want to kill each other. We want to sit on the round table. But Tinubu is stupid. He's not going to listen. He's a puppet to the West. And I mean every word I said. Tinubu is another puppet. With all the money that he has, he still have to come and do medical checkup in St. Mary's Hospital. Morocco, Western Sahara, they've taken 20%. Morocco has 80%. They have full gun. They have warship. They have everything. So Morocco cannot just invade it anyhow. They try, they'll kill them. They'll kill each other. So the Biafra are preparing for the worst case scenarios. So as they are saying that they're going to declare in December, it is not just to declare, it is about to control they need to control the territory. Already they're doing that. You'll be surprised that Simon Ekpa doesn't live in Nigeria. Some of you say, oh, come back. He doesn't need to be in Nigeria. You're stupid. He's outside the country and is making directives, and people are listening. People that are listening, that are saying that they don't want Nigeria anymore. That is why they are listening to Simon Ekpa. Some people say it's by force. Yes, you must use people. You must use. No, Tinubu is not using force on you now or there. You, where you they watch me now, Tinubu never use force on you. Okay, go and buy petrol. When you get to petrol station, say, I no go gree for Tinubu. I'm going to buy this petrol at 750 and see what they will do for you there. Tinubu is using force on every single one of us. Because we are not happy with the lifestyle that Tinubu has brought in. He has literally making life miserable for us. But are we challenging it? We don't want to challenge it because we are what? We are scared of. What? Okay, what are you scared of? But some people are not scared. So what I say, if you want to arrest me and let's see what is going to happen at this airport. Toure was released. Even if they want to go and pick him up tonight, at least they let him go from the airport. Today, this one are today, Toko, 15th of September. Toure arrived at Muritala Mohammed Airport. I've sent him a message. He hasn't replied yet. Because Toure wants to die. The person who won't die, no, they fear. That the person who won't die, they fear. The person who won't die, you know they fear. But the person who don't want die, now they fear, say, I don't want die you. But some people, they won't die. You think those young Nigerians that went to meet Sowore, they are ready to die. I told you they will burn down that airport if they did not release Sowore today. I saw the energy in them. So right now, it is about the Biafra government and the Nigerian government. So the Nigerian government, going back to the article, is now telling international community, they think international community is as stupid like them. International community, can you want Simon Ekpa's government? Can you want this government? Because this government is not allowing Tinubu to do his government. They are not going to allow Tinubu to do any government. Because Tinubu doesn't own the land. Tinubu is a Yoruba man. He doesn't own the southeast. Or they. Tinubu doesn't own nothing. It's not his land. Tinubu can be telling us that he owns the whole Yoruba land. That is for we stupid Yoruba people that want it built like that. But for the southeast, Tinubu doesn't own it. But Tinubu is the federal government of president of Nigeria. And what Biafra not any government. It's not government to government. Let Tinubu discuss with their government so that they can decide what to do. So that they can have cordial relationship with Nigeria. So that they can know who are the Nigerians that wants to pass through themselves. As a kekele ni mo so. Government to government, don't sort on this thing. So you are saying Tinubu is the government. Simon Ekpa is the government. Or there. No. And let him come back to Nigeria. To come and do what? Doesn't need to come back to Nigeria. So now let's read quickly. At exactly almost 8 o'clock. The Nigerian army has strongly condemned the brutal treatment of innocent citizens. ICN TV, brother me. Mo mọ̀ pé ìmọ̀ bá mi gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ìkàlẹ̀ tẹ́ bá máa ṣe program yìí but ẹ jẹ́ kí n farabalẹ̀ ṣàlàyé bíbá fún yín. Nigeria ní sọ fún the Nigerian army is telling us that Biafra government is maltreating citizens. Let me just play a devil advocate. Between the Nigerian military, no, let me not even use military. Between Tinubu's government and Simon Ekpa's government, which one is maltreating the citizen? Be honest though, don't be honest. Between Nigerian government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Biafra government in exile and de facto, which one is maltreating us? We can't eat 3 square meal under Tinubu's government. We can't travel from Lagos to Ibadan. We cannot even have a better quality life. Okay, let's put for the Biafra. They say Monday, no go out. If you go out, whatever your eyes see. But they don't say the same thing on Tuesday. They don't say the same thing on Wednesday. They don't say the same thing on Thursday. They don't say the same thing on Friday, on Saturday. Only Monday. Leave Monday alone for us. Don't come out on Monday. Ṣé etí ẹ dì ní? Government ní máa jáde níjọ́ Monday. Okay, tomorrow. Do you know that they're celebrating Molud or something in Nigeria tomorrow? Look, that means everybody is not allowed to go to work. If you go to work, they'll tell you you're a stupid man. If you go to secretariat, the gate man will say you're a stupid man. They told you not to come to work today. Which kind of work do they look for? Oh, ó dà pé tí mọ in tó ń bọ̀ gbogbo wa. So Nigerian army is now saying that, look, the Nigerian army has strongly condemned, but they have not condemned all the atrocity across Nigeria, where innocent Nigerians are being kidnapped on a daily basis. This military will tell you that they don't have petrol. They cannot go after them. They are running away from their life as well. They are now complaining. Imagine Nigerians watching me now and they disagree with me. But the same Nigerian army that is maltreating you is now condemning the Biafra government in exile. Hallelujah. Hey, tí mo tó ń bọ̀. The end of Nigeria. Ṣé rí game táwọn Biafra and bad Nigeria play is like pé wọ́n fi ẹran sí wọn lẹ́nu. Take the meat. But nínú ẹran yẹn, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló wà nínú ẹ̀. As the Nigerian army they eat the meat they expand, their mouth go explode. That is about the game that is happening between the Nigerian government and the Biafra government. Because they are no longer, I want to, àwa sì ní movement, àwa ò tí ní government, but I want to kọjá movement. They are no longer movement. You think all these offices that they are setting up around the world, that is their embassy in making. Oh my God. You see, they say they have these. They are preparing for their first immediate embassy. Almost around the world, they have representative, dedicated team operating office, going to office. Some of them have other jobs that they do, but they will go there. People are going there. They will go and do something there. They will do this there. They will do that there. You think so? So people think that all this is a play. Oh, somebody is sponsoring Timonepa. What kind of stupidity is that? Idiot all over the place. We are talking about people's lives that have been manipulated inside this contraction by the British government for over 60-something years. So let's go further. The Nigerian army has strongly condemned the brutal treatment of innocent citizens, including a retired ex-corporal, Toriola Adewale, by the indigenous people of Biafra. And imagine if they just leave it as indigenous people of Biafra. They now say, and the Biafra Liberation Army. That means Nigerian government recognize the Biafra Liberation Army. They might not agree with their views. The Biafra Liberation Army doesn't want them to agree, because the Biafra Liberation Army also doesn't agree with the views of the Nigerian military. You are in our territory. In our territory, we tell you not to come down to our territory. You come to our territory, into Junibari. So there is a big. I told you that Ijatin Lotikpe, but now the Nigerian army can no longer take it. They are now coming out. So are you telling me that it is because of one man that the Nigerian army is coming out, because of this man? No.
Sir. What is your name? My name is Nigeria System Brigade. I'm serving in System Brigade Nigeria until I transfer this Koikimedia, which I entered the Biafra Liberation Army.
When I enter Biafra Liberation Army, what are you looking for there? Because You are still believing that there's a one country called Nigeria, but you forgot also that there's another country. You are also forgetting that there's another country called Biafra. Oh, because it does not appear at the United Nations. You are stupid. You think the United Nations cares about Biafra or Yoruba nation? They don't care about us. And they don't give a country. And it's a membership. If you like, you apply. If you don't like, you don't apply. You can. Do you know that there's a country? Which country? Ni outside the United Nations, and they're very strong, powerful. From local country yẹn. Tí China fi gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn. Is it South? Ẹ bá mi fi sínú comment section. So, there is no peace. Taiwan is not a member of the United Nations. They have fighter jet. They have a strong army of... Okay, let's Google it. Taiwan. You know we like Google. Taiwan. Military. Let's look at it. The Republic of... How strong is the Taiwan army? Somebody's asking. Although the exact composition of the Taiwanese armed force is unknown, it is estimated to have around 169 active personnel and a further 1.660 million reserve personnel. Its air force is estimated to have about 500 combat capable aircraft. If Biafra declare in December, in another 5 years, there will be more than ready like Taiwanese military to fight the government. Because that is why Simon Ekpa told us that if it takes 20 years, they will fight the Nigerian army, they will fight the Nigerian government to make sure that nothing exists about Nigeria on their territory. It can exist in Yoruba land if we are stupid to allow it. It can exist in the north, in the middle, but kò ní exist láyé ní inside their own territory. And Taiwan is not a member of the United Nations. Stupid people that doesn't understand foreign policy and diplomacy. Yes, they will continue to push for peace. Simon Ekpa is not a stupid man. He knows that he must continue to push for peace, but he must be ready to fight for war. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní cabinet of war. By now, they should be preparing all the strategy to fight. So all this one that is still doing on Twitter is just preparing you. North Korea is even too much because that one a crazy one. Let's just leave it as Taiwan. Don't even talk about North Korea because America dare not touch North Korea this evening. Not that they cannot, but they dare not because Russia is going to back them. Do you know country that could back Biafra? I don't know. But we are living in a world that is unstable. All the Biafra needs to do is just tell them that we will give you XXX. We will tell you this, we will give you this, back us. That's exactly what the Yorubas are doing as well. But you don't expect us to come and tell you, oh, this country is backing us. Are you stupid? Am I acting movie like Ikwanko or Osofia in London? Is it Osofia in London I'm doing here? Abikunle Afolayan. We are talking about a real problem that can be resolved on the table. If not, it will end up in a civil war. But it's not going to be that kind of civil war that you are expecting. It will be woto. It is America fought the is it Philippines? No. Which country was that again? The America lọ. It was a guerrilla warfare between America, Vietnam. Go and look at the history of what Afghanistan is even too much. Afghanistan waited for America for 20 years. Biafra will wait for Nigeria till they exit every tiny thing called Nigeria on their territory. Look, I say people will won't die. They know they fear. People wey wan die, they know they fear. Now the one wey no wan die, they can say, I no wan die, I dey fear. The people wey wan die, they know they fear. These people are ready. Because they've had enough of this British monopoly, this British marginalization, this British control system that is keeping them below par. Why Nigerian government did not mention Igboho in their statement? There's another wahala. They can't deal with the two at the same time. Nigerian military knows that if they call Igboho again, Igboho will come out and say something more. I bet shiri. Bomb bastard. You put my people's life in danger and you want me to keep quiet. So they avoided Igboho's voice as if they did not listen to that. They are now, why are they not going to try and say, we're going to report Igboho as well for supporting Biafra? Idiot all over the place. So you want them to manipulate us. You want the politicians that are going to court like Fayose for the last 10 years, that Yaya Bello that have left government, bomb bastard Tinubu Olori Buruko Loshi, cannot take Yaya Bello and put him in the prison like they've done with Nnamdi Kanu. And you expect the Biafra not to fight back. There will be war in Nigeria. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Without war, Liba freedom. And the Biafra are prepared for the war. And whatever war means, part of it is what I am doing already. It's called the media war. Continue to say, they play for London. Yes, I'm playing. That is how we say we are playing until the British invaded us and took a lot of everything and burned down the whole of Benin Kingdom. Stole everything out of it. And we call ourselves Commonwealth citizens. Bomb bastard all over the place. So Taiwan, let's ask again. Taiwan, even though China is still saying that them get down, America say no, but you get down. So America can defend Taiwan, but they cannot defend Biafra. Ori gbogbo wa okpe. Were ni gbogbo wa. So America wants to defend Taiwan against China, but they cannot defend Biafra against Nigeria. Why? So I want Taiwan lórí méjì. Mo bere ni o. You can see the hypocrisy that the world is playing. And that is why you start crisis, so that nobody enjoy what they are taking out of that resources from their own end and our own end. So how can America say we would defend Taiwan if China invade them, but they cannot defend Biafra if Nigeria invade them? Oh, you can see that there's hypocrisy in the world. And that is why you don't give them no space at all. Don't give anybody space. You destabilize the system, nobody enjoy it anymore. The American ambassador will evacuate Nigeria ASAP. They will move him out. They first take him to Ghana. He'll be operating from Ghana. All this one that they are still doing is because nothing has started. When the whole drill starts, every embassy will recall back their diplomat and their citizen to pull out of Nigeria, because there's a crisis happening there. So let's ask question. Taiwan, United Nations. Why is Taiwan not a member of the United Nations? In 1971, the United Nations General Assembly voted to move the China United Nations seat from the ROC to PRC. The United States recognized the Kuomintang government. Does the United Nations recognize Taiwan as a country? Since the adoption of Resolution 2758, the UN and its specialized agencies and also other intergovernmental international organizations have all adhered to it. They regard Taiwan as a province of China and do not recognize the so-called international representation of Taiwan Authority. Yet Taiwan is operating like a country. Would they fool each other? For this world where we did. So because we are Africans, so we have to be done. We have to be stupid. We have to be idiot. No, we are not going to be idiot. We are smarter than them. And we are going to control the narrative of how, when, and dictate this movement that we want. Not on their own agenda, on our own agenda. So when people say, Igboho is not doing anything, you are stupid. Igboho doesn't need to do anything at the right time now. At the appropriate time, he will do. Simon Ekpa is doing because he's doing it at the appropriate time. It's two different movements, two different governments. This program is not going to be more than 3 hours, and I've run 2 hours, 14 minutes already. So let's go back to the article one more time. The Nigerian army has called on international organization. Imagine Nigerian army is begging. Look, words are very, very crafty. Oro. Emawo undertone of the language that the Nigerian army is using. They want to play the devil advocate. Let's listen. The army has called on international organizations such as Amnesty International and International Criminal Court, ICC, to hold Simon Ekpa and IPOB leaders accountable for these enormous crimes. No be juju be that. Bí ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tí mo sọ mẹ́yẹn, Nigerian army report ara wọn for crime tó ń ṣe, because they are actually reporting themselves, because the Nigerian army should understand that the government of Biafra are doing nothing wrong than protecting their people against the monsters they call Nigerian army. But the Nigerian army is now reporting Simon Ekpa, but it's not Simon Ekpa they're reporting. They are reporting the government of Simon Ekpa to another body. Say, look, imagine that we took the whole government of Buhari to ICC. They're not going to listen to you. In another 10 years, the file will be there. They're not going to do anything. Some people say, yeah, so what is ICC going to do? What are they going to do? You will start woto. They're not going to do nothing. That's why America is not even part of ICC. Let's go further. This was a statement by another bomb bastard Igbo man that they use, just like they will use Yoruba to destabilize the one that we are doing as well. His name is Major General Onyema Inwachuku. Is the director of the Army Public Relations. The army described the act of terror as malicious and dehumanizing. The statement reads. So army no say that they dehumanize Nigerians. Not because you are putting on this outfit, but because you look very good. Imagine being good in Nigeria is a crime. Imagine being good in Nigeria is a crime against humanity for them. You do drive nice Mercedes. I got park. Officer, off everything. Park. You park. Can I have your phone? Officer, what do you need my phone for? If I cock this gun, I go blow your head off, and it's gonna kill you, like they killed Bolani Rahim in Lagos, December 2 years ago. Lagos, you're Lagos. A police officer cock gun. Say, look, stop. You know, stop. Not that. She was killed alone. She had a twins baby that died with her. He said, give me your phone there. What is your password? Officer. So look at the same Nigerian military is now using what they do and want to put that on Simon Ekpa's government. Let's go further because I got to move to another topic in a minute. They are now reacting to the disturbing video circulating online. They are not worried about all the videos that we are all seeing that a Yoruba woman was killed in Ekiti State by Boko Haram. The Nigerian army never released any statement on that. So until we go the same route, you will listen to us. Cheripe, the world is a very hypocrite world that we are living. So Nigerian army can feel the pain that they now release a statement because of one video that the Biafra government put out. But they forgot that in our own life, we saw Nigerian army, putting on walkie-talkie or talk or whatever, telling the next checkpoint that the Fulani are going to be passing through with guns and everything. These ones are the ones that are good. They don't kill. They don't do anything. Just allow them to pass. How many people saw that video? Tugi Bello is still out there disturbing. How many things like that is going on? The same Nigerian army think that we are stupid in 21st century. It's better that they start negotiating with the Biafra government. If not, there will be a problem ahead. It is a disturbing video circulating online shows an ex-soldier, Corporal Toriola Adewale, being subjected to brutal torture. I didn't see any brutal torture there. All I saw was a Yoruba man in the Nigerian military, sat down, being fed, looking good, and they say, look, oh yeah, tell your army what you are doing in our town. Some of you think it's still Nigerian town, Abi. Okay, let's wait till it goes more than when you will understand what I'm talking about. So as we move, the Nigerian army is now urging all Nigerians, including Koikimedia, that this is a propaganda, that Toriola is not even serving in the Nigerian army anymore. He's an ex. But to the Nigerian, please disregard this malicious video and stand united against terrorism IPOB. Eh? So IPOB has become terrorist. Hallelujah. Stupid Nigerian army. You think that we are blindfolded. You think that we are still living in that your dark era, that you can come and tell us what to believe. No, our lama montate believe. We don't have to believe you. Okay, IPOB is terrorist. Okay, where part of terrorist is it operating from? Is it Sambisa forest? Is it IPOB operating in Sambisa? All the Yoruba that have been killed in the farm, is it IPOB terrorists as well? Poor bastard Nigerian army telling us this nonsense. Think that we can believe that nonsense in 21st century. We can no longer be deceived by the lies that you've cooked for too long. It is entirely up to Nigerians to open their eyes and start understanding the game of the Western world in that territory you are calling a country that is never a country. The Nigerian army will remain steadfast in protecting all Nigerians, hallelujah, as they are protecting Yoruba people that have been massacred on a daily basis by terrorists. As they have been looking at how Yobe, people being killed in Adamawa across the whole country, including his retired and active personnel from terror. Justice will soon catch up with Simon Ekpa and his accomplice. I'm waiting. As justice even catch up on Simon Ekpa, that is if justice catch up on him, there will be 200 more Simon Ekpa that are ready to take up the position. I don't think some of you understand that it's way beyond Simon Ekpa. It's way beyond Igbowo. You cannot stop whatever people believe in. So if you're one of those Nigerians that are saying, all this thing where this on the talk, it not go happen, no time. You will remember this video as you remember a lot of my videos. So shout out to the Biafra government in exile for the great job you're doing. We appreciate you. And like I said, you have the backing of a journalist that will continue to petition the Nigerian government outside the country with my own little network. And I will continue to do so using my platform to tell you that believe in the rubbish the Nigerian statement is by making a further analysis and debunking the nonsense. So let's come back. Kápadà wá sí ilé gangan fáwa ti Yorùbá. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sá tó kí gbogbo wa pé a kó ara fẹ́ra kò fún ti ìyàwó tí ó ṣaláìsí tí Elédùmarè sọ pé àsìkò tí wọ́n tó ni kò sí nǹkan tá a máa ṣe sí ká dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run pé this was a warrior. She was a warrior. And warrior always fight to the end. Mrs. Janet, Barrister Evangelist Janet, fought to the last day. And all we can say is that we pray that the gods of Yoruba land stay put with the family, stay with the children, the husband, and every single one of us, Kajomo Yoruba, tí ó wà lẹ́yìn bàbá wa Professor Adebanji Akintoye. Kọ́lọ́n kó jọ kó má jẹ́ kí a tún rírú ẹ̀ mọ́ ní kíákíá. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa béèrè pé níbo ni iṣẹ́ dé gan? Where are we? Seems that nothing is happening. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Everything is quiet. There is time for quietness, and there's time for planning, and there's time for ariwo. Hey, everything has its own time. I've had people say, oh, Koiki, your name is mentioned all the time by some program. I say, because I'm a popular man. They have to be mentioning my name. That why do we want to do rally in UK? Because some of them, they cannot even tell police that they live in UK. I don't know. Imagine people who get papers and they are on the social media. They cannot even let police. Look, my communication with the Metropolitan Police. This was sent to me Tuesday, the 10th of September at exactly 3:24 p.m. 5 days ago, with my full name spelled properly. Dear OLAYOMI KOIKI, thank you for the notification of your event on Saturday the 12th. This is coming from the Metropolitan Police with a reference number that I will not let you know that for my own consumption. Met Police UK. So people where they do all this, social media, they fear police than anything. No. It's only when they're in their room that they can be saying, oh, Koiki Ole, Koiki this. Let them contact Metropolitan Police. They go to peace for body. Oh, I'm out of Sarah. So let's read what the police sent to me. Dear OLAYOMI KOIKI, thank you for the notification of your event on Saturday the 12th of October 2024 from 10 a.m. to 1600 hours, which is 4 p.m. from the BBC, the Downing Street, the Nigerian High Commission, and Trafalgar Square. Your event has been entered into our event database. This is not Nigeria. Nigeria Nigeria. That is the freedom that I want you to enjoy that you are not enjoying. Imagine you go and tell Nigerian police that you want to do an event and they will put it in their database and they will send you an email. That will never happen in the next 64 years if you live in that madness country. You can see why I am enjoying this country, even though they created all the problem. But I give thanks to them for giving me the privilege to do what I'm doing. It's a big bonus, and I cannot take it for granted. Your event has now been entered in our database. See the attached guideline for the organizer, which I hope you will find useful. As discussed, I will not go into all the details because they spoke to me. I spoke to the officer. They've asked further questions. Please, could you take time to answer the below question just to confirm your plans and to give us further information regarding your protest? So when somebody will sit inside their corner house, they do Yoruba nation, and they say, Koiki, we don't get our own country, shut up and all that. They know if we communicate with police for this country. They fear police. Maybe they are criminal, I don't know. Maybe they have crime, I don't know. Maybe the way they are here. But we have nothing to be fear of, because what we are doing is not terrorism, it is self-determination. So the officer wanted me to give them some more background. Triple DRS, imagine police, they email Koikimedia, say your event, we don't enter for data. I'm not the one, I'm just the one in charge of this section. The whole event is organized by fellow dudes. I'm not taking any credit. But this police officer, I mean that they talk to. So me, I then give our committee the update. That is the beauty of a civilized world that you are missing, you in Nigeria. Have you ever received email from the police in Nigeria? They make them send you email. She want one email address. She want a database. They abuse me. Me a day in country where police, me and police they talk. Police don't call me, tell me certain thing. I say, officer, kilo shele. Okay, I go, oya, I go, oya. I go send you email. You too. I just replied them back today. I just sent the email reply 5 days ago. I don't get time. I just replied the officer today. $2 officer normally. Thank you so much. And we had a great chat. The officer, imagine Olokpa put me on the phone. You can't compare me with all these bomb bastards that are saying, oh, we don't get our country. We are not doing any morally. They've all run away. We don't have a country yet. We are agitating. No, not even agitating. We are campaigning to come out of Nigeria peacefully in a non-violent way. And purpose of the rally is to engage the British community and the government of the Sakistama, the current prime minister that is currently in America, meeting Joe Biden. Tinubu will never see Joe Biden till the end of Joe Biden time. Even at the United Nations, Joe Biden will avoid Tinubu. Triple the answer. Email is for the Oga Pata Pata at the top. Will you ever in Nigeria receive, an officer to call you and then send you an email? That is a system that is working. That is a system that understand that, I mean, kudos to the Jade Yoju, that protest. Look, Tinubu, all this thing where Tinubu is trying to do to gag everybody. Tinubu think he's a military man. He's not a military man. He's just a bomb bastard civilian that we have the right to talk to anyhow. Who is he? He's not even a military. We talk to them anyhow. So Tinubu turned himself into, one king. He has only 4 years before the country will collapse on his head. And if he dare goes for another tenure, that country will blow on his head. So all this gagging of the media, gagging, the protester, this, not that I'm here to defend Ajero, all this criminal bomb bastard NLC. But what we are saying is that things are not working in the appropriate way as a democracy that you say you're operating in that nonsense country. So that is I won't give you all the other details between me and the police, okay? But in the near future, these are part of my own documentary. When we have Yoruba, as soon as we have Yoruba Nation, that I know that I have a government that can protect me, I will set up my business. We have a lot of documentary that we'll be doing, all my videos. There's a lot. Then I will sit back. Some of you will come and interview me, and I'll say, okay, yeah, interview me, Clement. But for now, Ashiwaluju Ogun. And when you're fighting, you're prepared for everything. Death, like happened on Friday with our sister. But she must not feel that we have neglected the movement. And that is why we're out again today. It's a painful death, but we must continue to fight till the end. So what more do I want to touch on in the next 20 minutes? Because I got to wind it down. Just to appreciate everybody. And happy Sunday. We have not touched this week. I pray that we can go back to our folder. This week that passed, I don't even know how I saw the whole week just went like that. So we will catch up back again on that. Platform we love everyone. We are not here to scare you. Nigeria itself is scaring us. I'm telling you, Nigeria itself is scaring us. But that does not mean that if you want to travel to Nigeria, you have any engagement there, please do so. Just take care. Don't go there and start feeling like, you're that big boy. Things are not what it is. A lot of people are watching us on the social media. Some of them are monitoring your movement on the social media. By the time you arrive in Nigeria, they can take you out. So be careful if you're going home. The world itself is a very evil place, but that is what it is. Tinubu has nothing to offer. It's unfortunate that it's now becoming something else. You can't be putting protesters and say they should come and that they want to overthrow your government. Does he know what he's talking about? So the rally is on Saturday, as everybody have been aware of. It's a Saturday rally where it is all going to be playing out. We need many of you to attend. If you're not sure about anything, reach out to any of our medias. Shout out to my brother Yoruba Space TV. Shout out to all the Biafra media that are working around the clock. Don't worry, some of them I say we're not doing Yoruba Nation, just ignore them. But the one that understand the game knows that they need Igbowo as well to be still there for them, whether they like it or not. Imagine Nigerian army did not mention Igbowo at all in that their statement. So Igbowo, the God sent. Akiba Bakitoye Akwara Ferako. If you haven't heard about this, our mother, a sister, auntie, a barrister that has helped many Nigerians, to get their immigration sorted out in America, a family lawyer, so many things that, Imagine all the plans that she has for herself, her family, and network, and towards this movement. A prayer warrior with the interfaith. She started the Okoitile. There's so much that we can talk about her, but unfortunately, death took her away, to go and rest. Moki Brother Adeyemi Olayemi, I've seen all your messages. Thank you. Shegun Honorable, thank you so much. Moki Ashake TV, Spark Lizzie, Yawa Sherifat Agbabiaka, Arole Odudua, I can't love you less. I spoke to him on Friday. This brother is a very, very immaculate one. We love you. Omobolaji Abdullahi, and where's your friend? Omobolaji Oreda, they don't gbasi fún Railano. Again, no. Both of them were fighting yesterday, but I told them to stop it. We don't fight religion here. Yoruba people don't fight religion. We are religious people. We don't fight religion. Shout out to my sister in Ashake TV. Still need a support, please. Bugwanola needs support. Sonki Mukiembe, Muki Momsimi. Isin TV, I'm sure my brother will be on out tomorrow. Muki Pavilion as well. Muki Clement, Dalotu Wanibe, Ademola Murphy, Mr. Kim Oluwadamilare, Oluwabumi Shodiya, Ifagbemileke, Ìyá mi dáadáa, Olabandroti, Muki gbogbo wa, Muki àwọn tó wà nílé, èyí tán tó sìn. Shout out to you, Iyawa First Bank, wọ́n ní Apẹ̀lẹ́ ti Dr. Janet Fashakin, Jaye TV, my brother, how you doing now? Princess Awoniyi, GR1, Mukinyo, Homemade Cord Pledge says no audio, I'm sure it's your device. Mojid Ibrahim, Moki, Mr. Gbaramo says, smile on it. Mama Fashakin dead is a bad news in Yoruba nation struggle, but we must continue the struggle. That's the most important thing. Eba follow Mr. Jaye TV. Muki Baba Ikiti, Muki Omoluka, Muki, every single one of you. Shout out to you. If I missed your name, we know we love you all. We appreciate you. It's another week ahead. Adamu Muki Adams, Lamilekon, Mr. Kinwomi, Onachita Muki, brother me, the Koikimedia team. Okoya Folayan, how you doing now? Thank God, Facebook have released my comment again after 13 days. With a Nimaki, with a Burukuni, Mr. Bayomi. Yeah, thank you so much, my brother. Uchena, Vietnam, the fourth America, what they call Gorilla War. America Saloni. 20 years. America dumped everything in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is now, running their government, and the world is still, slowly. Russia have embassy there, China have embassy there. Tobayanis America and Malone embassy there. Thank you so much, Chinedu. Shout out to all the Biafra. Taiwo Kike Somi Muki. Raymond says, wow, Koiki, you just made my day. My first time to actually listen to you this manner. Sincerely, I never knew you ate this sound-minded. Thank you so much, my brother. When I put on this uniform, my people know saying fire to fire the whole program. Yoruba me, my wife is looking at me, and I tell my wife I don't sleep. Soldier know they sleep. I don't sleep. Sulaiman Yusuf, my wife is confusing. My wife is confusing me now. Oh, these are mothers. Mukim Omsimi now with my mom yesterday. Yawa Fatusi Elizabeth. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin grandma ẹ máa mọ́kàn ní o lórí ti Yawa Janet Fashakin ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ́kàn. Especially if you have a BP. You have to, be careful. If they ban BP, please be very, very careful. There's not. If there was still something we could have done, God just wanted her to come and stay. Whatever God you believe in. She's a Christian, but we love her. We believe she believes in everything. She was never against Islam. She was never against our Isheshe tradition as well. Moki, sister Amino, the queen of media. Shoye Koribe, Koje Koribe, my sister. I just love her, No one is perfect. We just have to move on. She's doing her best. Please keep up updating. Biafra is really a message of hope. Oh yes, we will be talking about Biafra. Especially when the Nigerian army is crying their head now. I have to come and explain to you that they are playing mind game with us and them. And not just Biafra and Oduduwa people, but generally they want Nigerians to be against, the Biafra, movement. whether you agree with them or not. You know, it's self-determination. Look, it's an inalienable right. If you don't want any trouble, allow them to go. It's as simple as that. Mukiyawa Abigail Eshegoni Mommy, thanks so much for joining. If I haven't ever mentioned your name, Don Kelvin, Akorede Muki, you know, Joseph, shout out to you. If I've never mentioned your name on my platform before, you know, please don't take it personal. You know, sometimes we pick out the names, sometimes we don't pick the names, you know, depending on how the message is popping up. But I'm still missing one platform. I'm going to mention their name quickly. Muki Bugwale and Conceal. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise that inalienable right. If you don't want any, don't let anybody deceive us that you know, we should listen to the Nigerian army. The same Nigerian army, Abi now another Nigerian army. I beg, Nigerian army, you know, forget that. So please, if you can support us, Eshegoni Babawa, Olawale Bello, Eshegoni Egbomi, Muki Wentewani, Ghana, Muki Wentewani, Cote d'Ivoire, Muki Wentewani, Liberia, Sierra Leone. A lot of us are in Libya. Or I'm about to release our sisters who are Tawani. You know, wow, a lot of people watch the video on my Twitter, about 350,000. The only thing is that this thing don't give me money. The army. Hey, Mori brother, make on this the army want me to come and say, thank you for telling us that Biafra is a terrorist. In 21st century, I beg. Mr. Tajude Moki, Okpeyemi Abo Kede Moki, Moki Bubua Patapata, Additional Sokwe RIP ma. Idowu Michael, only Mr. Koiki, I love your energy this evening. Sometimes it's like that because look, I don't want to, because the death, what death does is it can demoralize everybody. So for somebody like me, I gotta bring the tempo up back because the death of this our mother can demoralize the whole movement. So I have to make sure, even though, you know, I have to prepare my mind when I'm coming out. I'm not coming out to come and make it look like, oh, we are mourning, but to be honest with you, we got to keep the tempo as it is, especially when Nigerian army is even coming out with their own nonsense talk. You know, I have to come out heavily. So, and I don't think, you know, our mother wants me to come out and be doing, no, I don't think she wants that. So, you know, it's a death that, you know, pains me a lot as well. Especially I have a cordial relationship with her, a very, very good relationship. So we got to keep that energy going. So Shegoni Mr. Idowu, whoever that is planning against the rally, come ahead. Please, if you are one of those that lives in the UK and you're planning to come and disrupt the rally in London, it's not worth it. I'll just tell you that it's not worth it. You know, you might not agree with us, but don't disrupt that rally. It's not worth it. You will end up in the prison. I will make sure that you end up in the you will end up in the prison in this country. We will push for that because we have, look, this everything I'm doing now before the rally, you know, I can give it to the Metropolitan Police and say, look, we want them, and I'll go with you to the court to make sure that we, you know, we charge you, that the police charge you, you know, you go to court and you will end up in the prison. This is not Nigeria. Because the police are not going to tear gas us, so we don't need any one of you. UK is not Nigeria. Mukiba Baba, BKS, Omo Baba, Mukiwa Lata Olori Ebi. Tebashi Fair, before I go, you would like to see the, you know, the outfits that we bought yesterday. I'm going to be sending them to, two of them is going to Australia. They've already paid for it. You know, let us sort out the one in the UK first. Katuma Soroti, Nigeria. I'm sure, you know, they will let us know. It comes in different sizes. This one is XX, triple XL. This one is XXL. There's a large. Brochure. Mr. Tayo Mukinyo, Anyide Usman, Mr. Emile Kumokinyi, Sulaiman Enyafe. Truth is bitter, brother. One Nigeria's collapsed. Ibrahim Akonji Mukie, Muki, Mr. Razak Bankole. So, Oni, thank you so much for the analysis. Yeah, because we have to debunk the Nigerian lies. So let me just remove one out. I can pack it out, even if I don't get it right. So this is what it looks like. I'm not going to put it on because these are not mine. So this is what it looks like. So like I said, you know, you can wear something underneath. You know, you can wear another nice whatever, so you don't need a jacket. But wear anything to nice hair. So it's not compulsory, but if you can afford it for £25, you know, NHS nurse. A lot of them are coming. Wow, I didn't know that we have a lot of our people that are in the NHS that are supporting this movement and saying, Koiki, we love Igbowo so much for the job he's doing, and we will be here to support Igbowo and also support the movement. Some people say we should bring Baba Akintoye to London for that event. I've been getting your message. It would be nice to have Baba Akintoye as well. We will look into it, but like I said, you know, I can't guarantee, you know, such. So, but again, if Baba Akintoye make it will be very good. It will be nice. But like I said, it's not something that I can put that guarantee on. Okoya Mukiyawa Seyedu Adefunkerada Mukinyo Eshegoni Mommy Ekwadroti Mukibu sisters were Mukiyan mothers were beautiful, beautiful aunties and all our uncles, our brothers. Good night. I'm on hug.
Good night, Dad.
Good night. Love you, sweet dream.
Good night, Mom.
How are you? So, you know, so in Toba Fair Shop, the pickup is 2 locations. One is in Commercial Street in London. You can get the bus 63 or 363. Fentembo Lati Elephant and Castle. But Ebambo Lati Peckham, you know, 363 Ewabole Gongoni Commercial Way. You turn to the right and it's just about could take 2 minutes. It's a little shop, you know. You can't go there and just go and collect. They're not going to give it to you. There's a code that you need to get from us. So Owoduni Fashion, you know, I had a great time with them in the evening yesterday. So Shegon Honorable Muke. So if you don't want to buy these, come with the war and wash out nilile and pull over whatever you have, you know. And if you don't have anything Yoruba Nation, just put on whatever you feel comfortable. We know we have a lot of Nigerian community that probably disagree with Yoruba Nation. Still come down if you can, because look, Tinubu will deal with a lot of us. I know a lot of you are sending money home, you know, £100 we give people a lot of money, but it's not helping. The inflation is so bad and all that. So, you know, the future Lansore is not for me, it's for everybody. Okay, so whether you agree with us or not, I'm sure you can all see that Nigeria, even your expectation with Tinubu has failed, and it can't do anything economic-wise, security-wise. You know, nothing is going to happen in Nigeria. So, shout out to everyone, and I hope that the week will be good. Death happens on a daily basis. Before Fasak, I was just telling you that somebody died on Wednesday as well. Shun Custom brother was stabbed in Ogun State. So, but what can we do? Let us continue. We just have to pray for our leaders to stay strong in this very difficult time that the Yoruba lost this, you know, precious, you know, jewel in the movement. Olakunle, I cite you as well. If you can help this platform, you know, with whatever you can, prayer, advice, follow us on our website. The Koikimedia International News, I decided not to put any advert on it because we could put this Google advert, but sometimes there could be very too much. So I decided not to add it to it. So, you know, that shows that the revenue that we should even be making from there, I'm not making it. On the Koikimedia.com, I have it on that. But on this particular one, I refuse not to put it on it for now. Baba mi John Ogundele Tojo Meta Shegone Kwadroti. And to all the pastors that are praying for us, the imams, the babalawos, you know, we love you, we appreciate you. A lot of visions are continuing to be seen. People see vision, people see things, but how about the car park at the venue? For rally, no, don't bring car for the rally. Well, if you're going to bring a car, that means you have to park. Your best bet is we to park somewhere in Trafalgar Square area. There's a car park there. And then you get a bus to Oxford Circus, bus 12453, bus 88. Yeah, for the dinner, there's a parking around that area. I will be going to that area, God give me strength, this coming weekend. Malo Funi Bubu surroundings here, if you don't have tickets for the dinner, don't try to come. You will still see Igboho on the rally. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ticket, kò mí pẹ́ ní rí Igboho. Igboho will spend in God spare our lives. He will spend as much hours with us from the rally point from 10 o'clock up to 4. You will take picture with him. Trust me. Everyone will get a picture of Igboho as much as you want to. I mean, so, but there will be protocol, there will be security, but for dinner, the surrounding us parking and it's free after certain time. But what I will do is I will be going in that area. I'll try this coming weekend. God spare my strength. Then I will do videos so that it doesn't matter where you're coming from. It will bring you through the A40. Láti wọnú Shepherd's Bush. That is, if you're coming from anywhere, you have to go through the A406. Then you will join the A40. You will exit. Níbi tí Shepherd's Bush station wà. It's just about 5 minutes from there. It's Hilton Kensington. Yeah, I hope I'm right with that. Yeah, Hilton, because Mutiniko law edit the flyer because the flyer didn't have the Hilton on it, but I've told them to put the Hilton. So if you are not too sure about anything, and the dinner, go Marshall, whatever is comfortable for you, just put it on. And there are tickets either from me, from anybody among the medias. You would be able to come down, and then you will give your telephone number and your name. Maybe they might still send us an electronic ticket. I don't know yet. So when we have the meeting tomorrow, but Tebatira ticket, and you know that you have your receipt, you can come down. There will not be any problem, even if you have not received any information about your ticket. So if you're not sure about any information, I'm always available. I had a crash with my phone, so this phone was giving me a problem. Please, I need another phone for the rally to have preparation for it. So, but I've been able to swap things around. So my phone is back. So for like 3 days, I was having problem with my WhatsApp, but I'm back on WhatsApp. You know, I was not hacked. It was just my phone. You know, phone you can play off. So I had to switch phones around and all that. So, but I'm fully back on the WhatsApp now. The studio line is there. Keke Oko, shout out to you, my brother. Miki, and on Instagram as well. Tokyo 778 and the rest of you. I don't know what's wrong. Koikimedia Instagram is not back. Let me even give it a go. Because what strike me last week, so I don't know why it's not back yet. After several warnings and abatement notice, the Lagos State Environment Protection Agency sealed donor fast food. Problem to 1 year. Not my problem. Let's see if we come back on again. Because they keep blocking us on all our platforms. Okay, only model. I don't even know. It's gone live already. Interesting. I should have started about a long time ago, but I have to go and I got 7 minutes. So if there's anything you are not too sure, please, ask any of our medias. Keke, of course, on the crawler. Don't let anything give you the impression that Nigeria will sustain for a very long time to go. The end, Lawai, the end of Nigeria. It will be painful. Oh yes, my camera has been working. You've been seeing my pictures. I post it now. I was able to work with it today, and I called Bedu. Bedu is an expert when it comes to camera, so he's giving me some tips. That you see, people are coming up here. So I was able to take my camera out yesterday. I took a couple of pictures. I showed the pictures. Some of them were dark, the one in the house, but the one outside, I'm sure you all love it. So I have this one, which is going to be this one. Then we also have, because this one is DSLR, while this one is called the mirrorless. So méjì ni mo rà. You know, I can't rely on the mobile phone for the picture taken that day. So I have that one as well, the Samsung. So I have that one as well, which is you know, the Samsung. So this one is mirrorless, while this one is, they call them DSLR or something like that. So if you look at me, I'm sure you cannot see me from there, is it? So it's not too bad. The quality is good. I better wish it's sharp. You can see there. You can see me there. It's sharp, is it? So that's what I plan to take as many of our pictures for that day. You can see it's not too bad. Clear that down. Very vision will be yes. Okay, it's not bad. So we're preparing for the day, and I'm happy that I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag. There's another strong media that has confirmed its ticket for you, that was traveling down from the, you know, one of the countries, and there's a couple of them coming as well from America. I want American, I want them on ya bonnie. I got a call yesterday, and to break news in from Milano, I won't tell the name. He's also flying down to London from US, and it was the same person that told me about Janet Fasak. What kind of news was that? Baba mi John Prophet Ogundele sọ pé no, he lives in UK before he returned to Nigeria on the mission that, you know, God wanted him to do. No matter what, Yoruba will come out of Nigeria very soon. Ẹ jẹ́ ká má fi àdúrà sílẹ̀, you know, má mú tán náà jájọ share. Eh? Eh? No. What your mom is drinking. Okay, put it in the fridge for me. Thanks. Are we good? Do you release me? Don't want me to go. I gotta go now. So I'm just relaxing now. So, you know, I got this. I've been spending money on the money we man not get, man they spend wireless. This is what I want to send to my team. I need to buy more. You know, we need support to do a lot of things. This one is to hold the camera so that the camera doesn't fall. Though but I bought this one as well. I can lock it with the camera so that it doesn't come out. You know, do everything possibly best because we want to make sure that the day is good. So your live feed for the day, you know, I can assure you that the media will work very hard. The world media, myself, and a couple of other media. So you will not miss a lot. You know, we tend to cover the whole ground for the day. So like the Koikimedia, we have a lot of our team. You know, even my mom will be doing live broadcast for me that day. I don't get her one stick where she go hold like that or with her phone, because my mom is one of my editors on my Facebook. So we would do a lot. And Koda, you will make. I want to make sure that, you know, if you feel like you are there with us, you know, the media back home, we might have the Zoom for them. I haven't paid for my Zoom because I haven't used it for a while. So, but Zoom. So we might use the world media Zoom and give access to Pavilion, iSing, Must Be, and the rest of the people at home. So they're putting my details out, which is the last 2 minutes. You can help us. The GoFundMe, we didn't even raise £2,000 yet. The money is still there. We can't take it out. We need 10,000. Please don't stress, Mama Mio. Stop stressing yourself. So that is on that. The pictures I took with these, I put it out already. I'm sure you're all happy with it. We want to make sure that the day is documented very well because, you know, having Igbo in London with us is a privilege. You know, if Babakito can make it, it will be bonus. But we see how it goes. So can see. I'm expecting a box of the other flyer on the 19th. So as soon as it comes, I will let you know. So we have like 3 boxes ready to go out. The flags, I have flags to sell if you want to buy but the ones that we are going to produce, there's still not enough money at the low one level, but kò tí ká. So ó kọ̀ wá nù savings mi tí mo fi sílẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ kò ká. So we need the 750 to start the first one. Without that, owó tó dẹ̀ wọ́n lé tó 200. Ìyẹn kan dẹ̀ àwọn kan dẹ̀ fún wa náà ní náírà. So, but ẹni tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ra flag for the day, whether it's a small flag you want or you want the big flag, you know, let me know. I can post that to you. Then ẹgbàgì ẹ̀ ní inú rally níjọ́ yẹn. So we want to make the day, you know, a good day for ourselves. So àtàbá jáde níjọ́ yẹn fẹ́ káwọn àwọn European countries tó máa wà ní UK ní 12 yẹn kọ́ máa wọ pé níbo làwọn lè ti jáde àwọn náà wà lọ́mọ Yorùbá lọ́mọ aládé, which we are anyway, until Britain deceived us with their nonsense amalgamation. So let's read the anthem. Emma Bineta Olori Koikimedia. I didn't know that my life is back on that. I should have started it about 3 hours ago. So hopefully when we come back tomorrow. Oran Yolamasun Aniti Oju lọ sí the other end. Mr. Bambele Mohammed. Thank you so much everyone for spending the Sunday evening with me. Yoruba Nation will stand. Biafra will come. Arewa will come as well. Even if they don't want, we will force them. Fulani we will chase back out of our land. Good night. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa forílẹ̀ ibi wa kàgbéga 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 falẹ̀rí ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bàtìbẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹjẹ́ ká máa lépa ìtẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. I'm your last man standing. You have a good journalist, strong, focused, dedicated, and pure, ready to serve you all. And you come actually the needful. Just pray for me that we should remain strong. That's all. We will get there. Good night. Muki Abdullahi. I love you all. I feel the pain of many of you back home, especially when I spoke to a brother this morning. He needed money. I said, look, I wish I have like so much to give you all. Let's shut down Nigeria. I'd rather want Nigeria to be in crisis so that the UN can even come and help us with food and whatever than right now when many of you cannot eat 3 square meals. It's so painful. Some of you don't think you think that we are happy. And I feel the pain. Clement, thank you so much. Oh, here Biafra. Woto woto. Airborne. Good night. Shout out to